How we doing today? I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Saturday evening. Who we got? Good to see everybody. How was y'all's week? I get so sad I'm too busy to, like, stream during the week most of the time. You know, full-time job moment. Hi! Did anyone do anything fun this week? Been drawing most of the day? That's awesome. I wish I could draw better. I know it's tough. Because Hosimer is canon and doing well. Yeah. Ooh, Lay's chips. Okay, here's my hot take on chips. I only really like plain salted chips. Like barbecue chips, not really my thing. Suggestion, play Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown. What? Really? I had never considered this. This is a life-changing suggestion. Getting my heart ripped to pieces over fictional blorbos. I write fictional blorbos. I know the feeling and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have my heart stomped on. Going to college, I understand. Schoolwork, video games, yes, all that fun stuff. Only like salt and vinegar. Those are okay. They're just usually a little too strong for me, specifically the vinegar. But we'll see, we'll see. Had to catch up on homework because you're in a play. Ooh, that's fun. What was the name of your play? What play were you in? I dropped theater as soon as I hit high school. It was not for me. But oh my gosh, did YouTube, sorry, I just noticed this. Did YouTube chat, like, it only does your guys' ats now. It doesn't do like your names, you know? Is that a new update? It has to be. Unless I didn't change any settings or anything. Anywho. Oh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory! Nice! I never was in that one, but they put it on for my, like, elementary school when I was in, like, 1st grade. So I have very minimal memories of this. It did change? Okay, yeah. The whole name is gone. That's so evil. Yeah, I hope you guys picked a good handle. Because that's what you gotta do. Tech Week for Frankenstein. Ooh, that's fun. I've never seen Frankenstein. At least the play. I read it, but not in theater. Not in theater. Okay, I gotta get the game up. That would be ideal, because for those who do not know, we are playing more Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown today. Hopefully, unless something goes terribly, horribly wrong, we will finish. We'll finish the game, at least what there is of it, because they're only on chapter 1 at the moment. Come on. Ooh, you want to work so bad. I usually have to do a window capture. I think that's the issue. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, let me turn it down a little so it doesn't blow y'all's eardrums out. Y'all are doing so much interesting stuff. Earth Science Labs. Okay, see, I did science, but I didn't do any environmental science. You know, like earth science or ecology, any of that. I was much more in the, like, biochem sphere of it. But anyway, let's go ahead and move over. I'll give a little recap. So, basically, the TLDR, if you are not caught up, which, if you're not, go catch up. But Mint was very sadly murdered, and we need to figure out who did it. We don't have any suspects at the moment because, and I mean this with all of the love in the world, this cast is full of dum-dums. Not all of them, but most of the ones that are competent have not said much. Most of the yappers so far have been not the brightest bulbs in the chandelier, I shall say. But we love them anyway. Not everyone can be 500 IQ. I do wish Shinku was a little quicker on the draw. I'm like 5 steps ahead of him, but... Oh, look, it's my #1 suspect on the title screen as well. You'll have to let me know how the music is. If it's too loud, too quiet, I can change all that. But yeah, chapter 2's almost done. Yay! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, we will definitely... Don't worry, we'll be playing that when it comes out. We'll just do it a chapter by chapter basis, you know? When it comes out, do a few streams, and then wait again, and the cycle shall repeat. But I think that's all I have for preamble. It's always Ken's fault when in doubt. Hold on, let me make sure. My headphones are not connected. I am slow on the draw today. All right, hold on. Maybe it's because I didn't turn them on. Looking forward to playing it when it comes out. Me too. I'm very excited. I'm enjoying this one quite a bit. Welcome to the Fangin community. We blame everything on Hasegawa-ken, as we should. It's usually his fault, I'm choosing to believe. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Adjust my personal volume a little bit here. Okay. Hi again. Oh yeah, we were about to go into a mini game, and I think the solution was rat poison, or we just figured out that rat poison was involved. I feel like I knew the answer last time and I've completely forgotten, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. Hi again. Ooh, first trials are real tutorial heavy, huh? Sorry, I'll try to keep it brief, alright. A cat's conundrum is about to start. Kitty? Kitty! In this minigame, you'll run around a maze collecting letters to form the answer to a question. Oh, because the mascot's a cat. Oh. Collecting letters to form the answer to a question. Running into incorrect letters will waste your time, so try to think about what you grab. And try to avoid the cats in the maze. If they catch you, then a cat will get your tongue and you'll hesitate and lose influence. Okay. Alright. Good luck. Alright, you turn down just a teensy weensy bit. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so I need the letters. Oh, I have to do it in order? Shit, okay. Oh fuck, I've already forgotten. What was the question? What was the question? What was the question? I've already forgotten the question. It was mask. It was mask. It was mask. It was mask. Because they asked, how did we? Okay. Because the question was, how did he get poisoned? Oh, I'm gonna run out of time. I wasted way too much time. There's no way I can do it in 5 seconds. 2. No! Oh, I was so close. It's okay, I got it this time. No, bad kitty. My score! What about my perfect score? No, fuck. No. Get away. Okay, we gotta go. Alright. No, fuck! Shit! Okay. No! I hate it here. This is why I only play visual novels and logic games. Anything that's like skill-based, I'm cooked. See this part? Get away, get away! I guess it would be quicker for me to go around. Oh, this is gonna be close. 6. We'll make it, Okay.
I have my answer.
Never doubted myself for a second. Wait, you can run with shift?
Rat poison into Mint's mask.
I knew that. I totally knew that. Totally.
Huh? What? How would that even work? Did it have a secret pocket or something? Wouldn't all the pebbles just fall out?
You listen, you live, you learn, and you remember for next time.
It did have a secret pocket, in a sense. Mint had a part of his mask he could slip lavender and other herbs into, sort of like a plague doctor mask. He used it to help himself calm down.
Yeah, okay, well, we figured this out a while back.
How plague-core? That's just so delightful.
Taka, a man is dead.
The killer could have slipped the rat poison into there. That way, he would have been constantly breathing it in. That would be enough exposure to cause his death, right?
In such close proximity, perhaps. But it would take a few hours.
The lavender and other herbs would have probably helped hide the rat poison too. He was likely none the wiser.
Chekhov's rat poison.
Still, it's a morbidly effective method. The more stressed or anxious he got, the more he'd use his mask. Meaning the more he'd be breathing it in and the more symptoms would manifest. Which would just lead him to rely on the mask more to try to help him feel better, unaware it's the very thing hurting him.
What a sad feedback loop.
Shut up.
If you think about it, the killer sort of did to him what Mint was doing to his
Whoa!
dad. Slowly letting him deteriorate.
Whoa! Takiko, crazy thing to say right now.
It's like they wanted the murder to have a cruel sense of irony to it. It's awful to think about.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So, if that's the method the killer used, it must have taken a good few hours. Meaning it couldn't have been done at breakfast.
Right. The killer must have slipped the poison into his mask.
Oh, in the morning, a week ago, or the night before. Probably the night before.
I've got it!
Yeah.
It must have happened last night, sometime around or after the party.
Because he doesn't sleep in the mask, unless I'm misremembering.
Right. They likely planned it in advance to intentionally muddle alibis by delaying the time of death.
At least now we know the methods the killer used. Not to mention we've got a vague idea of the time of the poisoning.
It helps a little. Alora, I love you for saying the only smart things in this trial.
Well then, we ought to start figuring out where the hell everyone was last night. Figure out what you could have gotten the chance to do it.
Are we gonna circle back now to the attack thing?
Right. There's something I wanted to be cleared up about last night.
Whoever got Asuga.
Dr. Elenius, why exactly did you lie earlier?
Ooh.
I'm unsure what you're referring to, Kutsuki.
You told us that Taka came to your cell to tell you Asuka had gotten attacked, but Taka clearly said he never left Asuka's side after the stabbing. You saw the assailant, didn't you? They're the one that came to your cell.
I don't know how this person, this assailant, got like 2 people to cover for them.
Wait, you know who tried to kill someone last night and you've been keeping it hush-hush? What?
That is kind of crazy work.
Why the hell would you want to protect the identity of someone like that? Why would you cover for someone who's clearly willing to kill someone when we're looking for a murderer?
Yeah, you better have a good reason now. Both of you. Not just Alora, but Taka knows too.
You told Taka to lie about it as well, didn't you?
Very well. I concede. I did ask Takahiro to stay quiet about the assailant's identity.
Well, that was easy.
But we had to stay quiet so you'd be able to help Sugi. That was the deal. You had to follow it too.
I lied. The assailant gave me no such instruction.
Oh. T?
That was wrong. I know. But I assure you, I was intending to inform everyone of his identity after the trial. I just knew it was unlikely he'd be Mint's killer after getting caught attempting to commit a murder yesterday.
So, you're claiming it was a dude. I put my money on Fu for this, but I am not, like, 1,000%. We'll see, though.
I assumed if I raised his actions within the trial, everyone would focus on him, instead of attempting to find the actual killer.
Okay, you know what? That was what I was saying from the start as well. I said I really hope we don't derail the trial. She's kind of cooking with this one.
Perhaps it was wrong of me to lie.
Exactly! We have a 2-hour time limit.
Trial, and I didn't want to risk too much time being wasted on threads unconnected to the case.
Alora, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Queen.
Hold on. Are you calling us stupid?
You are! I mean, who said that? Who said that? Was it the... Wow, y'all, the wind is really strong today. Did you hear that? I didn't hear that. Anyway.
We all have our own talents.
Oh, she really said, anyway.
Can you at least tell us who it is now? It could help us figure out where people were last night.
Of course. It was...
Fu! Fu! It was Fu Wang!
Was it really?
Bastard. It was him! He hurt Sugi! He tried to kill me!
Was it really? Was I really right on the money?
Thank you.
It was!
Takahiro.
Oh, beautiful read. Beautiful read on my part. Can we play the clip? Someone roll it back. Someone play the clip. Give me my flowers, please. Wow, he's really not even denying it. He's like, well, you got me.
Of course. I shouldn't even be surprised.
It was more just process of elimination, you know, when I was making that guess.
What? Why on earth would you do something like that? Why would you try to kill someone?
Maiko, let's use our brains for like 2 seconds. I know this is hard for half of the cast, but...
To get out. Obviously. It's that simple.
So this allegation is true? You're not denying you attacked Takahiro?
Why'd I deny it? That just wastes everyone's time.
Whoa! Sorry. Whoa, Taka coming out swinging.
What?
I'm bringing out all the worst words I know that won't get me cancelled for you. It's what you deserve.
He's like, I can't call you a slur, but...
It's all you're going to get out of me after what you did to us.
Exactly! You could have killed Taka!
Or Sugi. How on earth can you possibly be so calm about this?
Look at who you've known this guy for a month. That's longer than most Fangans go. Like, most Fangans are on their endgame by that point. Surely you know by now.
Don't look so surprised. I told you before. I'm only interested in myself. Of course I was gonna try and bash someone's head in. We only had a few days, till we had no choice but to vote and get Tion hurt. Any man would have done it for his daughter.
I mean, I'm not justifying what he did, but that's his kid, and these are strangers that you've known for like a month. I do fear a lot of people would prioritize their child over, especially someone as like grizzled as him, who doesn't really care for people. This really is not surprising.
And when I saw Blondie leaving the party on his own, slightly wasted, with no one else noticing, well, Any good businessman knows when to take a good opportunity.
So
Don't they?
Did you just have a knife on you the whole time, King, or like?
Jesus fucking Christ, what?
I don't know why you're so upset.
Bruh.
It's not like I killed someone.
I just tried to. Okay, that was a stupid thing to say, Fu. I've been backing you a little bit this whole time, but that was a stupid thing to say.
You tried to stab someone.
Thank you, Lyra.
Yeah, you almost got me killed.
Details.
I don't appreciate the fact that I was almost unalived.
Unalived.
There's a fine print here.
Unalived.
Unalived?
Yeah.
What in the ever-living hell does that?
Why are we using TikTok speak?
So, hold on. What exactly happened between you lot last night?
I'd like the details too. It ain't fun losing so much blood. Your memory gets all fuzzy. All I can really remember is Taka. He didn't leave my side once.
Well, it all started shortly after I left the party.
Right. After your argument with Asuka.
I was wandering around for a bit. As I said before, sulking, all very dramatic. When, out of nowhere, he approached.
Oh god, we're getting the dramatic recount.
He reeked of alcohol. It was super bad. You could get secondhand drunk off of his fumes. It was so bad, I noticed that before I noticed the knife in his hand.
CG? No, okay.
Is that you? What happened?
Hey, kid.
Can't you see I'm trying to be alone? It's my sulking hours.
Let him sulk.
They've taken everything from me. At least let me have my feelings without finding a problem with it.
It's like I'm in my feels right now, man.
I've just been thinking. What do you reckon happens after we die, kid?
'Cause you're about to find out.
Huh?
I'm just curious. I think about it a lot.
Well, I try not to think about dying. No use thinking about something that won't happen anytime soon.
Brother, you're in a death game.
Is that so?
Why do you ask?
Oh god.
Here I was, thinking I could frame your death as a suicide. You don't got much left after all.
Full-on kitchen knife.
Damn it. You really had to go and make things harder for me, didn't you?
Wait. What are you saying?
He pulled a knife. Talk at the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen, bro. He pulled a knife on you and is talking about framing your death as a suicide. And you're like, wait, huh? What are you saying? Just like standing there? Bro, run. As soon as I saw that knife, I would be screaming, running. But no, let's just stand here and be like, huh? What?
What's that in your hand?
Oh my god, Taka. You're making it really hard for me, buddy. What? Let me see what you have! A knife! No!
Hey. No. Hold on. I'm not ready!
It's nothing
Good line
personal,
read,
kid.
though.
I
don't want to die! I don't!
Chat.
Get away!
Chat, are you simping right now? I mean, I kind of get it, but it's not the time. A man is about to die. It's not the time to simp.
I can't let her get hurt.
Oh. Never mind. Maybe it is the time.
He lunged at me.
Okay, thanks.
I closed my eyes. I was freaking out. I tried to get away, but he grabbed my arm. I didn't want to die.
Non-triangle, thank you for the 2. Honestly, natural selection. Listen, at that point, it kind of is on him. I jest, mostly.
I couldn't help but feel like maybe I deserved it.
Okay, well now you're making me feel bad, Taka.
I just regretted how things ended between me and Sugi.
Well, guess what, King?
And I didn't want to die if no one was watching.
Okay, there goes my Wait, bro, you're in a death game. There's cameras everywhere. What do you mean no one's watching?
But even if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't in the way I imagined, someone was watching.
Yeah, okay.
And they jumped in the
Oh, never
way.
mind. He's talking about Sugi. I thought he was gonna have this big passionate speech about the cameras and like, at least I died pretty on screen or something, you know? CG moment.
She jumped in just like that. I'd never seen someone run so fast. Without a care for their own safety. Complete lack of self-preservation.
I don't even know why I did it.
It's because they still care.
I was angry at Taka. I didn't want to speak to him, let alone save him.
Yeah, but you didn't want to let him die either.
Every time I looked at him, I just saw a stranger. His crime, it didn't line up with the Taka I knew. I felt guilty for ever being his friend, for being kind to someone like that. I felt mad at myself for missing someone that I wasn't sure even existed. But still, I guess, even if I hate him, even if what he did was awful, there was a silly part of me that wanted to hope my friend was in there, that there was some good part left of Taka.
This is really nice, and I appreciate the character building, but Alora really was right. Like, we are on a 2-hour time limit, y'all. We do not have time to unpack this right now.
A part of him that would be worth saving. A part of him I wanted to see again. I really am an idiot.
No,
When
we
I
love
saw her
you.
getting hurt, I couldn't continue with it. I guess she caught me off guard. Threw me off. I helped Taka get them to the infirmary after that. Then left to get help.
That's when you knocked on my cell, no?
That must have been who I heard next door last night.
So I'm sorry I accused you of maybe lying, King.
Right. It's a good thing you agreed to help.
If I hadn't, then she would have died. You realize that, don't you, Wang?
I think he realized that when he was ready to stab Taka with a knife.
Even if your attempt failed and was done while heavily intoxicated, you still tried to take Takahiro's life. St. Teal wouldn't have survived without my intervention.
Alora, you are my goat. I know she's not gonna make it to the end. She's too capable. Capable characters never make it to the end, because everyone else has to develop to pick up the slack, but she's my diva. She's carrying.
Just because I was willing to conceal your identity for the sake of not wasting time in this trial, I never intended to keep your crimes confidential.
I'm sorry.
This will not be forgotten. I'm certain we'll all hold you accountable going forward.
Do what you'd like. I expected it to come out. No point hiding it. I ain't ashamed to admit what I was willing to do for Tian.
Oh my gosh! So, between the suicide pact, Mint's poisoning, and Fu's attempt to kill Taka, there were 3 simultaneous murder plots? That's really scary!
Sorry. Water went down the wrong pipe. Yep. We're fucked, basically. Then again, I guess you are all criminals, so...
I told you, I wasn't intending on being buddy-buddy from the start. If you chose to ignore that, then that's on you.
I am curious. If you were so set on killing Takahiro, and he was chosen not for any personal reason, but simply because it was convenient, why did you suddenly stop when Asuka got hurt? Going as far as to get help to ensure she didn't die. It just feels contradictory.
No, because if we think about this for more than 2 seconds, right? If Asuka died, you have a witness. Taka is a witness. The reason he was willing to jump Taka was because, Taka was alone. He thought he could get away with it, you know? If he killed Asuka and just let her bleed out and left Taka there, Taka would be like, hey, Fu killed Asuka, and he wouldn't pass the trial. I mean, maybe if his intention was not to pass the trial, but just stop the motive, I could see that working out, but I don't think Fu's quite that selfless.
Well, I mean, he could have just not wanted to have to kill 2 people. And keeping one of them alive would have made him get caught instantly.
Roughly the same train of thought, Zeke, yeah.
Given, literally everything he said, I doubt Fu really gives a shit about morality. I doubt it was the fact he had to kill 2 people that stopped him.
Nah, your boyfriend's right on the money.
Goddamn.
Liar.
Got something to say? What's with the sudden harsh attitude? Ain't you usually polite about these things?
I reserve my kindness for people who don't stab my friends.
Thanks, Takiko.
Give me a break, kid. I made sure she survived.
Bro, you get no grace for cleaning up the problem you caused. That's crazy. So, thank you for the 10. No clue what happened, but jumping in to say hi, have an amazing stream. Thank you. Have a good nap. Yeah, we're culprit solving. We're trying to figure it out. We've kind of gone on a tangent, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Because she reminded you of your daughter. Right.
Whoa, okay, that's a read. I didn't get that vibe at all. Like, his daughter's in elementary school. This is a full-grown person. Have they even interacted before?
You're a sharp kid, huh? There aren't many lines I won't cross, but I can't bring myself to hurt younger girls. One look at your stupid, ugly baby faces and all I see is Tion grown up.
Okay, so it's not Asuga personally, it's just... Okay.
If anyone but Asuga jumped in there, aside from pigtails, we'd be having a very different trial right now.
Dang, he really said fuck his meanie, fuck Lyra, fuck them all.
Guys, I know he's a really bad person.
Maiko.
But at least he's a good dad. Maybe with kindness and compassion, we could fix him.
Oh yeah, she has a crush. Girlie, stand up! Stand up, please! Please, get off the floor! That's where your standards are right now.
You can't seriously be that desperate.
I can fix him, you guys.
Good dad? I feel bad for his daughter, having someone like him for a father.
You can't hurt me with something I already know, kid.
Dang.
Well, now that's cleared up, we should probably return to the actual case at hand. We can decide what to do with Wong later. Right now, we need to determine who was where last night.
I wonder if, like, Fu's gonna be up for judgment. So thank you for the 2. Tangent in my Fangan? Oops, sorry. No! Sorry, bye. See ya, thank you again. Yeah, tangents? Nah. We've never had Fangans or canon material go off on tangents that do not matter. Surely not. Which now sinks down significantly. True, since we only have, what, 12? 13 people? No, it's 12. It's 12. Well, I'm thinking of something else with 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a solid, like, third. Kenneth, thank you very much for the 5. Ain't no way somebody actually used the I can fix him defense. Listen, if anyone was gonna do it, it would be her. Thank you, appreciate it.
Crazy ass world we live in where I was stabbing someone is a reliable alibi for why someone can't be the murderer.
Yeah, but it is.
At least mine and Sugi's names are clear, and all it took was almost getting stabbed.
Thanks, Taka.
I don't know if I should be happy about that or not.
I also hope it was sufficient enough cause to clear me. I spent the night tending to St. Teal's wounds and stabilizing her condition after I was informed of the attack.
Mm-hmm, that's right, that's my diva.
And as much as I hate to say it, it clears Wang. I doubt he would attempt another murder after getting caught the first time. Not to mention a good portion of the night he was preoccupied with the attack.
Sure, we can go with that.
Not to mention Fu was really drunk. I don't know how the hell he would have subtly poisoned someone with how much he was stumbling.
Oh, so we're clearing out the super drunk people. Oh, that's not good for my Ismini theory.
let alone even come up with the plan.
I'm just curious how he was that drunk to begin with. We were only allowed 3 drinks max, right?
Well, the record does say he had all 3 of them, and I felt pretty gone after having the max myself, so I don't know.
But like, Asuga, you're a little person. At least comparatively. Fu's got a lot more, like, build to him.
I think that might be because you're like Sugi.
I mean, like, even if we could only have 3 drinks at the party, nothing was
Pre-game.
stopping us from drinking before it. I know me and Zeke had pre-drinks.
Yeah, we had like a whole alcohol room.
And your little medicine storage rendezvous.
We're doing lines!
Just say you wanted to join us.
Oh, my Yuri. No, I'm kidding. Am I, though?
Christ.
Nah, Scrunchy's right. I started drinking at 1 p.m. yesterday. Nothing like some good pre-drinks.
He wasn't just pre-gaming, he was pre-gaming.
You're so creative.
That's nice. She's like, that's nice, sweetie.
When I imposed the 3-drink limit on the party, I assumed people would know it was for their safety.
It's almost like Queen Alora is never wrong, and being drunk was a bad idea.
I suppose I should have assumed people would lack the forethought, and try to circumvent them anyway.
Well, I stuck to the rules, and I'm sure others did too.
Of course, sweetie.
Still, even if the drinking record isn't entirely accurate, we could probably still gain some insights from it.
It could be useful, considering trying to figure out where everyone was last night might prove tricky.
Right. Everyone could just say, I was in my cell, and there'd really be no way to verify if they're lying or not.
I guess we need to start having roommates. No, I'm kidding.
The only person we can be certain was in their cell was Dracul.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who overheard Fu going to Alora's cell.
This is true.
If he was lying about his whereabouts, there's certainly no way he could have known that.
Looking at the drinking record could help us determine who could have been sober enough to do the murder and go from there.
Okay, I would fail to see how, I wouldn't really take the drinking record as hard evidence because as we've established, everyone's got different metabolisms. Some people are heavyweights and some people are lightweights. Like, if we didn't know Asuga was innocent and they only had 1 drink, they could have still been just as trashed, you know. But I'll walk with you to this pier game.
'Cause, you know, I doubt anyone would be able to tamper with Mint's mask without him noticing if they were mega drunk.
Again, depends on how well you hold your alcohol.
He was
And
always
3
on high
drinks
alert
is
around
not
drunk
that
people.
high.
For sure. So all we need to do is...
Argument? Nope.
Hang on.
Okay.
Why should we rely solely on Minty's drinking record? We've already shown it's not entirely accurate. People could have been drinking before, just like Zeke, Lyra, and Wang.
I hate to say it, Taka makes a good point.
Well, I'm sure we can just take that into consideration. Once we've reviewed the drinking notes, anyone who had extra drinks before the party can just let us know and we'll rule them out from there.
Oh yeah, because they'd be totally honest.
Nonsense! Are you hearing this chat?
I don't know, guys. Are you hearing it? Answer him.
If we did that, then everyone, including Minty's dastardly killer, would suddenly pipe in saying they had oh so much to drink before the party.
Why is Taka locking in all of a sudden?
Ruling out people based on their drunkenness is just giving the killer a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Taka spitting logic in my Danganronpa Antebellum lockdown?
People wouldn't do that, would they? They wouldn't just go and lie in a trial like this.
Nobody would lie. Girl, do you hear yourself?
If there was ever a time to be a liar, it'd be now. And if I'd hazard a guess, if we rely on their word about drinks, then everyone's pants will be on fire.
I just think you're wrong about this.
Oh, is this okay? We got a banger track right now. This is bad. The 2 of them are so locked into their debate, they're not gonna move on and look at the wider case until it's resolved. I'm sorry, but like, Taka is correct. Hold on, music's a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a smidge. Both their arguments have valid points. I just need to entangle which are the most valuable to resolve this. Something must be done about this if we want to continue with the trial. Would you like to save? Yes, please. A round of Midnight Motorway is about to begin. In this minigame, you will resolve a debate between two different prisoners by supporting each of their correct points. I love these new minigames. I said this last stream, but when you do a new minigame and it's good and it's creative, really elevates and makes your fangin stand out, you know? You'll do this by navigating a car down a oh, so it's like Psych Taxi, kind of. Giving you time to collect and gather your thoughts. Each time you reach a fork, you'll be presented with the two prisoners, different ideas with ooh, new art? New art? Okay. They'll both give their views and you must go down the road which is more correct, choosing what. Okay, so it's like Scrum Debate meets Psych Taxi meets Logic Dive. Non-triangle, thank you for the 2. Can we get more people to argue just for the music? That's exactly how I'm feeling at this point. But then, but we're on a time limit. We don't have time to go off on tangents. Get the correct answer, you may proceed. Collecting shiny things will give you more time when it comes to making your next decision. Remember, if you see something on the road, it's always good to run into it. Good luck. That's just life advice. Okay, so I do need to hold forward. Shiny thing. Shiny thing. That's my question.
I just don't think we should rule out.
Okay. We have what, like vampire and kitty? Like Santa kitty or just kitty?
I mean, you saw Fu. He drunk himself silly, but he was still capable of trying to kill me.
Stabbing someone and poisoning them is very different. Sure, it might be easy to drunkenly attack someone physically, but Mint's poisoning was clearly planned and carefully done. You couldn't have been drunk to pull that off.
I'm Team Taka. Wait, what? Really? Alright, alright. I guess I need to stop thinking in what I would do, and I need to start thinking in the direction that the game wants me to do.
Sure, but
Alright, Maiko. Shiny thing. Give me a shiny thing. Thank you. Shiny thing.
Unless you're a massive lightweight, then one drink isn't going to completely make you incapable.
Neither is 3, bruh.
If we want to be thorough, we must not solely focus on the sober people. It's best to include the people who had only one drink as well, like Maiko, Dracul, and yours truly. Well, not me. I was too busy almost getting stabbed. If anything, the one drink they took could cloud their judgment and make them more likely to think murder is a good idea. Just another reason why you shouldn't drink, kids.
Thanks, Taka.
still, the most likely choice is someone completely sober, so that's who we should focus on. It's way safer and narrows it down way more. We can always double check about pre-drinks later.
See, I agree with Taka, but I don't know what the game wants me to do.
According to the record, Zeke, Taki, and Allura had nothing to drink. And Mint too, but, let's not count him for obvious reasons.
I agree with Taka, but so far the game has been punishing me for taking into account people's different drunken abilities, so I guess we'll go Maiko again? What? Okay. I don't know why we're playing semantics with one drink, but alright, alright, alright. I'm getting mixed messages from you two. Give me my sparkly thing. Wait, was that I missed a sparkly thing? Tragic.
But even if we rule out the people who weren't drunk, we can't do that just off the list. No. The list said Zeke had nothing to drink, but my eyes say he was definitely drunk. He admitted he had pre-drinks and the funny white powder.
And the funny white powder.
We can't solely rely on Mint's list. He was clearly biased toward little handsome punk boy.
Whoa! Okay. Sure.
Mint wouldn't lie. No way!
Not Taka with the nasty read.
You said it yourself. Zeke was only like that because of the pre-drinks and drugs he took. Mint wouldn't give him more drinks when he was like that. Mint wasn't that kind of person. So you can't discount the rest of the list. He didn't lie about how much Zeke had to drink. He just didn't let Zeke have anything else to drink after he saw the state he was in.
I think Maiko's spitting more here. Okay, cool. I got one right.
I've got it!
We made it to the end. Yippee wahoo.
Huh? What just happened? I feel strange.
Wait, so that was... was that diegetic?
That was awesome! Again! Again!
Oh, buddy.
No thanks. Let's not do that again.
We're acknowledging the minigames actually happening in universe. You know what? I'm not even gonna question it.
At least we've established now it must have been someone who had one drink or less.
Again, I don't think that's hard proof, but there's no use harping on it. We're just gonna move on.
Discounting Zeke, of course, considering he had the pre-drinks and did the crushed up pills with Lyra. Which narrows it down to Takiko, Dr. Elenius, Maiko, Taka, and Dracul.
But when would Lori or Taka have gotten the chance with what happened with Fu?
Right. That narrows it down considerably.
Wait, what about you? Oh, you had
Maiko,
3.
and the coolest suspects.
Shit. Maiko, Takiko, and Dracul. I still think Maiko's a red herring. But, like, I don't think it's Dracul. I know that was who I locked in. I know I said it was either Ismini or Dracul, because I didn't think the friendship trio would make it. But, like, I could see a world where it's Takiko, maybe. I don't know. I could see a path with any of these 3.
Hold on. I've been thinking about things.
That's new.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is gonna sound a bit crazy, but
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
how certain are we actually about when the murder happened?
We're really not, is the thing.
Because if it was done after the party, wouldn't the killer have ran into Fu trying to stab Taka? Or wouldn't someone have spotted the killer wandering around the halls trying to gather up rat poison?
Rat poison with their rat paws.
I was in the canteen the whole time. That's where the rat poison was scattered. I didn't see anyone come in, and I was in there for a while.
It could have always been Pinky, you know. She has an alibi, sure, but that alibi is of her alone. Nothing to verify it.
It's
Not
Pinky
to
and the
mention, her alibi
brain.
just so happens to be in the place all the rat poison was. She had it all laid out for her.
Nah, this is the red herring. Probably whoever's after this is our killer, but
What? 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 No!
nah, this is red herring. I'm not buying it yet.
I didn't! I promise! I wouldn't hurt Mint!
Hold on, I can back her up here. I went to the washing room to shove Zeke's old clothes in the wash after I dropped off his pajamas in the shower room. Wine stains like hell if you don't do it immediately.
This is true.
I had to pass through the canteen to get back to my cell. Maiko was still in there waiting for Asuga by the time I passed through. I felt kinda bad for her, high-key. Like, she was on the floor just eating cake.
That is really sad.
I offered to stay with her, but she did her whole, "Oh, no, don't worry about me. I don't want to bother anyone." So, I was kind of like, "Cool, guess I won't bother you."
Lyra's
Once
so
I
real
finished
for
the
that.
cake and cleaned up, I left to go back to my cell, and that's when I bumped into Dracul and Shinku. They can verify that. I went to my cell right after them.
Okay.
Right, she did. And by that point, Mint and Zeke were still in the shower room together. She couldn't have slipped past us and gotten over to Mint to poison him as she went to her cell straight after us.
So, when exactly was this murder done? Sorry if I'm not following all this too well. I think the blood loss is getting to my head.
You know, I think Asuga has a valid reason to sit this one out a little bit.
We know he was poisoned at some point last night, but until we figure out when exactly, we're just going to keep going in circles.
Taka's right. We really do need to narrow this down. Have we only had one non-stop debate this whole time? I just realized. Until we do that, the timelines of last night's events are going to remain a muddled mess, and we'll never get anywhere. Yeah, I would. Alright. Drinking record. Oh, shit. Oopsie. Dracul's account, Maiko's account. Maiko sat on the floor. Polaroid photos, suicide. Oh, this could be important, maybe. Antebellum, white powder, Laura Taco, mince body, rat poison. Okay, alright, we're just gonna go for it. Taka, Polaroid, Maiko. Okay.
At least we definitely know it didn't happen at breakfast this morning.
Okay, sure.
We already established earlier. It must have been done the night before, for the timing to line up.
We know it couldn't have been done right after the party, as Maiko and the canteen would prevent the killer from gathering the rat poison.
Okay.
Unless the killer gathered the rat poison earlier.
That is probably what happened, so I'm not gonna argue with that.
Well, it could have been done at the party and we might not have noticed.
We might have to refute that with Polaroid, but I'm gonna see everything.
I mean, nobody noticed Taka leaving aside from Fu, so it's not all that far-fetched.
I have such terrible luck.
I think you got rather lucky,
Those of us involved in this.
considering you were saved from certain death.
Suki was only going through the halls because she was coming back from committing a murder.
You're really gonna throw shade on the person who saved your life? That's crazy.
No. St. Teal was in the halls because they were cleaning up after the party. By the time Wang committed his assault, I believe Byrne was already back in his cell. So St. Teal would have never even gotten the chance.
Okay.
You're so right, Alora. Suki could never do anything wrong.
What? You don't want to accuse them?
Yes. But as we've established, Taka's not always the brightest. Okay, I don't think it could have happened at the party. I think that's what we need
At
to,
least
like...
we definitely know it didn't happen at breakfast this morning. We already established earlier. It must have been done the night before, for the timing to line up.
We know it couldn't have been done right after the party, as Maiko and the canteen would prevent the killer from gathering the rat poison. Unless the killer gathered the rat poison earlier.
Well, it could have been done at the party and we might not have noticed.
Alright, we're gonna refute that.
No, that's wrong.
Nailed it.
Whoa, do you gotta be so aggressive when you say that?
I can't believe the mini games are diegetic.
Sorry. I just get enthusiastic. Point is, it's very unlikely to have been done at the party.
Even if there were a lot of witnesses, we can't rule it out completely. It was the only opportunity that night where we were all in close proximity to Mint.
But in order to subtly slip the rat poison into Mint's mask, he'd need to have taken it off. All of Maiko's Polaroid photos show him in the background with it on.
Sure, but photos only show so much. He could have taken it off at a time Maiko wasn't snapping pics.
Are you sure there's a moment where she wasn't? She took a lot of photos.
I just didn't want to forget last night. It was very special to me.
Even so, the photos constantly showed more than one person at the bar, which means Mint stayed behind the whole night.
Right. You couldn't get a one-on-one moment with him even if you wanted it.
Don't make a joke. Don't. I'm strong. I'm strong. You wanted it, didn't you? I mean, what?
Yeah, because no one wants to go to the bar on their own. That's just sad.
Speak for yourself, kid.
Exactly. I do it all the time.
Oh, God. Never mind.
Foo.
If it wasn't done at the party, when was it done?
Unless someone broke into Mint's cell, it had to be at some point after the party.
Right, and it had to be at a point where someone had an opportunity to be alone with Mint.
An opportunity where he could take off the mask or put it in a place where others could tamper with it.
Right, there wasn't. Oh, because they went in the. Oh, they went in the shower. And who were the only people in the shower? Oh, Dracul, it's not looking good for you. Unless they pull some crazy shit in its Shinku, it's not looking good for you. I just have to clear my head and piece together the events of last night, remember what happened, and remember where it happened. Oh no! It was... Okay, another save. Alright, cats can SH... Yeah, okay, that's 6 letters. Okay, wait, I remember how to run this time. Where's the S? Okay, there it is. There's an H over here somewhere. Yeah. H. Oh. Where's my W? There it is. Oh, I went the long. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Okay. W. Not now, kitty. Don't come this way. Don't come this way! Turn around! Turn around! Am I stuck? Okay, we're just gonna take the time penalty. It's fine. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Fuck. Maybe I can't. E? Where's the R? It was like up there, wasn't it? No, yes, R. Okay, we got it.
I have my answer. He must have been poisoned in the shower room.
Oh no.
What?
After the party, me,
Dracul, Mint, and
into the
Zeke.
shower room to clean up after Ismene spilt wine over him.
Uh-oh.
You remember, right, Zeke?
Oh, Shinku, you're blind.
It's fuzzy, but yeah. He figured I was too buzzed to be able to wash myself. He was probably right. I did need help. So he came in the shower with me.
He
Micah.
in the shower? With you?
Maiko, people are dead! This is a murder trial, Maiko. You can Fujoshi out later.
What about it?
Sorry, don't mind me. Bad time.
He took off his clothes when he did, including that mask.
Slow head turn.
Shit. You're right. Wait. Hold on. If that was the only opportunity...
You're right. Unless someone broke into Mint's cell after the fact, it can only be one of us three. And given how you were so buzzed Mint had helped you in the first place, I doubt you could have done it.
Which narrows it down to 2.
Uh-oh.
Wait. No.
Oh, it's mean he's like, fuck.
That can't be. There must be a mistake here.
Ismini, I'm sorry that I thought it was you. It seems to be not looking good for your bestie, though. I know for a fact that I was not the one who did this. But I didn't want to face who I knew it was. Still, we couldn't let everyone here get hurt. I was still in disbelief. Perhaps that's why I was delaying it. I didn't want my suspicions confirmed. I didn't want to know. Okay, I would have appreciated a little internal dialogue from you, man, if you did know. But I knew there was only one person who could have done this. And that was... I don't know, you guys. I think maybe Mint just kind of fell asleep at the wheel. Maybe he accidentally poisoned himself. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's go.
I got it.
He says, smiling. This is not gonna end. This isn't gonna be pretty. All right. Doomed Yowie Part 2. Let's go. I didn't even need to say anything. When he saw my eyes land on him, he knew exactly what I was thinking. I searched for suspicion in his eyes, praying that the knowing glance back was him coming to some stunned realization that only I could have done this. That there would be some twist after we were pit against each other, that there was some sort of third party. But those eyes were unreadable.
Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. It's really freaking me out. It gets all awkward when it gets all quiet like this.
Alright.
Dracul, you and I were both in that shower room too.
I'm interested to see. Because right now, at least to my knowledge, we have nothing that pins Dracul more than us. No, and thank you for the 2. Who dooming up there, Yowie? We lost both of it in the same chapter. I didn't think they'd do that. I almost admire the audacity. I wonder if Dracul's gonna throw us under the bus. Because he could be like, well, I think it's you. Or is he just gonna kind of give up? I'm interested to see how he's gonna play this.
What about it?
Mint's killer. It's either you or me.
That's quite the problem, huh?
If it was Dracul, it's gotta be because his mom, right? Like, I think I brought this up earlier, but I said an interesting direction it could go would be like, Mint was willing to throw his mom under the bus, and maybe that pissed Dracul off because his whole thing was like, my mom is so important to me. We can't vote for my mom, so to see somebody throw their mom under the bus, maybe that's why he picked Mint. Because the other thing that's been going on, it's been like, but Mint is so nice. Why would someone ever want to kill Mint? That's my current theory for motive, at least.
Dracul.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I don't have anything to do with this shin. I wouldn't ever want to hurt anyone, let alone kill them. Come on, you've got to believe me here. This wasn't me at all.
There's no way we argument armament right now. Do not interrupt. DNI. There's no way we're done. Surely. Oh, what? Hello?
Geez, things are really heating up now.
I guess so, Mononeko.
It reminds me of the good old days, just with a lot less RPG Maker jank.
Fourth wall, non-existent.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Aren't trials exciting? I'm glad we ditched the class part. Too much of a mouthful. It wouldn't really make sense either, considering they're all adults. Having minors in games like this is problematic quickly.
Who said that? Ooh, ahead of your time, Mononeko.
It's a killing game. I think it's already pretty problematic.
Well, all things considered, we're a pretty politically correct killing game.
This is crazy.
If all the prisoners are diverse, and we're making them kill each other, doesn't it sort of circle around to being...
Wait, isn't this like the one joke? I think I saw a joke on Twitter that was like joking about the freaking, what's it called? The Vivzy Pop shows, where it's like, if all the queer people are in hell, if all your main characters are queer and your show is set in hell, what are you trying to say, Vivzy Pop? Like, same energy.
Never mind. I'm just surprised one of them actually took the bait and killed someone.
Really now? I thought you believed Ultimates were all terrible people.
They are. I don't know. It's different hearing stories about it and seeing it in person. I hadn't seen a dead body before we got the crypto asshole to haul 11's body out of the canteen.
That's gotta be referencing something I don't understand.
I figured they were bad.
Out of the canteen?
I didn't know they'd actually kill someone.
Oh wait, 11 is Mint. Never mind.
Well, keep up motives like you have, and I'm sure they'll keep fighting. Endless bloodshed waits for us. Oh, just think how many viewers it'll bring in.
Think of the views.
I don't care about our ratings or how many people watch it. It's not about that. It's about spreading our message.
We have an agenda, Mononeko.
Don't you want as many ears as possible to hear your message? Isn't that how social change happens?
More through action, but it's a part of it.
If we keep bringing in more viewers, then we'll be helping the cause.
I guess so.
The best way to do that is through violence. Everyone wants to see a sick fuck get killed, don't they?
Wait, who's on the tail? Sorry, I just noticed Mononeko has like a person dangling off of its tail. I don't think that's anybody we know. Unless it's Shinku and I'm just
Oh,
blind.
absolutely. I just don't want to cheapen our message for the sake of bringing in more viewers.
Don't censor my killing games or whatever she's trying to say. Also, is that poster behind her the same t-shirt Dracul is wearing? I might be wrong, but they look kind of similar.
Oh, don't you worry about silly things like that. That'll never happen, Millie.
Don't call me that.
We are entirely committed to spreading the anti-ultimate message and exposing how terrible these people are. We'd never sell out. No. Anyway, don't you think it should be time for an ad break? We haven't had one in a bit.
What did we just talk about?
Come on. Gotta keep the lights on in the prison somehow.
Well, if they're gonna take a break.
Jesus Christ.
Dracul.
Alright, I guess since they're taking an ad break, we'll take our break here. I feel like it's a good spot. It'll be a quick one, y'all know the drill. Get a drink of water, grab a snack, do whatever y'all need to do. And I guess we'll be back to see how this all pans out in just a few minutes. we're back. I hope everyone had a good break, and I hope everyone's ready for some heartbreak. You know, it can't be that bad. Surely not. It can't be that bad. Surely.
It's either you or me, and I know for sure that...
Is he gonna throw us under the bus?
Hey, come on, man. Aren't we narrowing down things a little quickly here? This feels like a big leap to make. I don't want to have to accuse you to defend myself. I can't throw a friend under the bus like that.
Ooh, okay, so he's not. Straight up using the same language, too.
But I'm serious. I
Ooh,
didn't
new Sprite.
do this. You've got to believe me here.
New Sprite. Kenneth, thank you for the 2. Love you, Amelia. I mean, what? Who said that? No, I see the... I don't know how I feel about Amelia, but I at least see the vision. I at least see the vision. Thank you.
Are we sure there's not some other possibility we haven't considered?
This feels like that meme where it's like when you're playing Danganronpa and you're at a trial and suddenly your fave starts getting new sprites.
Hey, it's going to be okay. We just want to get to the bottom of things here, alright?
Right. I mean, this is incredible, no? Surely it's more likely someone snuck into Mint's cell after the party.
I feel like that's actually less likely, but okay.
Sure, they could've, but that would've been real risky. What if he woke up?
As far as I'm concerned, there's only 2 bastards who could have done this. And right in front of me, too. It's always the people who act so above everyone, huh? You always think you've got the right to trample over people you see as smaller than you, don't you?
Bro, literally where are you getting that impression? If you said this about like Ismini or something, I would get it. In what world have the 2 of us... Why are we catching strays? We didn't do anything like that.
I promise you,
Whoa!
I didn't do this. I'm having trouble processing.
New Sprite, new Sprite.
Promises ain't nothing to me. They're all empty as hell. Another word for lies as far as I'm concerned. Actions speak far louder.
Actions do speak louder.
Until the 2 of you can provide a reason why you couldn't have done it, you are prime suspects.
Period, Lyra.
You're really putting me on the spot here. This is a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah, guys. Shouldn't we take a time out or something? This is a lot.
We just did.
We don't have time for that.
Exactly. Thank you. Alora never misses. My queen, always right.
Just because we're under a time limit doesn't mean we should let our judgment get all messed up. I know you guys are scared. Trust me, I'm terrified. But jumping onto the first suspect that seems probable just because we're scared of running out of time is just going to get everyone killed.
See, he's making good points. However, Dracul, you don't know what I know, and it's that we had an intermission right after you got accused for dramatic effect.
This doesn't sound like much of a defense. Sounds like you're just stalling. Or covering for the other kid.
You just accused him and me of murder. Of course shit is gonna freeze up. You would as well.
He really wouldn't, actually. We've seen that demonstrated.
I don't know. If I was you, I'd be scrambling to try and come up with something that disproves you could have been the killer. But that's just my talkative.
I'm gonna need Taka to shut the fuck up real fast.
Well,
that's my Taka tip.
I'm not good with being put on the spot. It's easy when it's stupid player decisions I didn't expect, but this feels a lot more serious.
He's like, I can improv a D&D session, but I'm not as good at being accused of murder. My D&D session got canceled this week, and I'm really sad about it.
I promise you guys, I didn't do this. I'm just hardcore blanking right now.
About poison.
Oh?
Huh? What about it?
The forbidden fruity pebbles?
When would he have gotten the chance to get it?
Oh, okay, a 3rd new sprite. The whole trio's getting new sprites.
I mean, it was free for the taking in the canteen all week, wasn't it?
This is true.
Yes, but Dracul has, well, for lack of a better phrase, major attachment issues. He constantly seeks either me or Shingo out for mealtimes, He hates eating alone.
He literally spent all night alone when we asked him to watch for guard guy, or the janitor dude. He definitely could have gone in at that time.
If I had to psychoanalyze him, I suppose it's just an effect of being raised with
This is
so many
crazy.
siblings. He's used to eating with others. He likely feels anxious when he's alone.
If I had to psychoanalyze him, she's trying to defend him from murder, so I can give it a pass, but like, girl, you're really exposing him like that. Is this like how some people can't eat without watching YouTube?
I can back this up too! He'd come to my cell constantly to watch episodes of Melody Pretty and just hang out!
He often came to me for advice and to cook together. He seemed to take any opportunity he could to hang out. I think Dracul appreciates having some sort of sister figure to substitute for his actual sisters.
This man's probably about to die, and we're just like exposing him. Bang, 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 shots fired on all angles. Like, whoa, let him get up.
What? You guys too? He would constantly come to me to work out and train. Said if Mint and Zeke weren't gonna let me train with them, then we could make a cooler training group on our own.
Okay, Iconic.
He never asked to hang out with me.
You know, Taka, I wonder why.
Nothing personal, man. I just didn't want to make his meanie mad.
Point is, Dracul was almost never alone. When on earth would he have gotten the opportunity to get the rat poison without someone else noticing?
We literally found the bro passed out.
So, we're saying Shinku is the more likely option here.
Also, it's not like he slept with people. It's not like he couldn't sleep. He could have gone in the middle of the night. There were so many opportunities. Just because he was with everyone during the day, he could have grabbed it during nighttime.
It does seem to line up that way, doesn't it?
He was probably planning on hiding behind his boyfriend.
Whoa!
Backstabbing coward.
Zeke, we gotta slow down.
Hold on,
Listen, I don't like Zeke, but sometimes he has some nasty reads.
I would never hurt Mint, let alone kill him. Are you insane? He was my friend.
He was? I mean, we had one nice conversation, but...
Well, Sam, you're willing to throw your other friend under the bus. Wouldn't surprise me if you'd be willing to go further than that to get out.
Why on earth would I do that? Ichi had already been picked.
Revenge, maybe?
Revenge.
Sorry, it's not a very nice thought, but it's not out of the question for you to resent all of us after what happened to your hostage.
But then, why wouldn't he have gone for me or Fu? We were the ones that got his hostage pushed after he exposed he'd been eavesdropping.
Still a very stupid thing of him to do, for the record.
Well, succeeding with murder means getting us all killed.
If he was angry enough at all of us...
Come on, guys. He's not that heartless. Shin wouldn't do that. I know that for sure.
Thanks, Pookie, but it ain't looking good for you in return.
But if you're ruled out due to not having an opportunity to get the rat poison, then who else could it be?
He's literally... What? Did we all inhale rat poison before this trial? In what world does "he's not really ever alone during the day" translate to "there was never an opportunity for him to get rat poison"? It's not like someone slept in the kitchen. It's not like he had a roommate. He could have gone at night. In fact, that's when I think he did do it, when we left him alone on our little stakeout adventure.
I don't think we can rule out Dracul.
Thank you, Shinku.
What?
There was an opportunity for him to get the rat poison. An opportunity where he was alone.
Hey, come on, Shin. I know it's scary getting accused, but come on, man. Let's not turn on each other. That's exactly what this game wants us to do.
Oh, that's manipulative. I'm here for it.
I want to clear your name, just as much as you do. You don't need to drag me down to do it. We can prove our innocence together.
I'm sorry. I'd feel wrong if I didn't bring this up. It's nothing personal, but Dracul could have gotten the rat poison when he...
searched for the strange man.
I've got it! Drac, That night, when you went to go search for that strange man that knocked me out, you were alone, right?
Ah, yeah, I guess I was.
This ain't looking too hot.
I didn't want to bother anyone with having to stay up with me the whole night, so I searched by myself.
Bro, we literally told you to ask to have someone go with you. Is that why you didn't do it? Because I brought it up at the time. I was like, I told you to bring someone.
But I got his to join me for a few hours.
Is this true?
But not for the whole night, right?
No, just for a few hours.
New Sprite?
By that point, Dr. Elenius had already put the rat poison in the canteen. In those few hours, Dracul could have taken it and pocketed it for later use, right?
Oh, it's so over.
Wouldn't that mean he's been planning this for a while now?
Yeah, it would.
Wait, hold the phone. Strange man? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Who's been keeping me out of the loop?
Taka, you're consistently out of the loop. You're more of a broken clock is right twice a day situation. We don't have time to go into this, so hopefully we don't, because if anyone will remember, we're on a 2-hour timer.
I was about to say, what exactly are you referring to here, Kutsuki?
This is an after-trial conversation.
Ah.
Oh god,
The
nope,
other
we
day,
are gonna go
I was
into
walking
it.
back from Mint's cell in the middle of the
Okay.
night, and I encountered this strange man, ginger hair.
Ginger.
And he spewed some nonsense and then knocked me out.
And you didn't think to tell us this earlier, kid?
Well, everyone seems so preoccupied with the votes, I didn't think we needed another thing to worry about.
Dude, this is huge. That guy could have some sort of connection to the people running this.
He should have brought this up, I will say. But
if we were able to capture him, he could have questioned him or at least had some leverage over the higher-ups here.
Wait, sorry, I spaced out. Who the hell are we talking about?
nothing, don't worry about it.
Some
No,
strange
shut up.
mystery fellow with ginger hair.
Oh, goddammit.
Oh my god, Mononeko.
Is this someone we are meant to know about?
Based on that reaction,
We told him not to speak to any of you. Of course his dumbass stepped out of line.
Who is he exactly?
we do not have the time for this.
Oh, he's just a janitor. Don't mind him. If you kidnap him or whatever, you'll be wasting your time. He knows nothing about what's going on here. Not to mention, he's just really fucking annoying. So if you decide to talk to him, it's your loss, really.
Is that really any way to talk about one of your employees?
Asuga, we're in a death game. I really don't think they care about something like employee satisfaction.
He's an ultimate just like you lot. Was meant to be in the game, but found out
Oh?
something he shouldn't.
T?
We couldn't exactly set him free, but he wasn't exactly participant material anymore.
So you didn't kill him?
So, we decided to make him work for us as the janitor. Reduce, reuse, recycle, no?
Whatever works for you, I guess.
That's crazy to say about a living, breathing human being.
Oh, Lyra, girl, you have said such out-of-pocket stuff.
Kinda glad, to be honest. Since he figured it out, we had to get a replacement prisoner, which just so happened to be Miss Santil over there.
Damn!
And Asuka
They
has
were
been
the
doing
ultimate?
us numbers. Let me tell you that. Fan favorite in the making.
They were the alternate. That's crazy.
What? So, you're telling me I shouldn't even really be here?
Yup.
You're still a criminal, don't get me wrong. It's just not exactly the sort of crime we were originally planning on exposing.
Are they the jaywalker? Because I've been making a joke that someone's crime is gonna be something like jaywalking.
What? This seems really unfair.
That's not fair at all. If I was you, I'd put the Sioux in Asuga, and I'd have a proper word with the people running this.
T.
I think if you're taking someone who organized a killing game to court, then that's the least of the things they're gonna get charged with.
True.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we can discuss the implications of that later. Right now, we need to focus on the murder at hand.
What murder?
So, the purple kid could have gotten the rat poison. That puts him back on the suspect list, right?
Yep. He was
Yeah,
never off it, but
it doesn't
okay.
narrow it down to just him. Sam had an equal opportunity to grab the rat poison and slip it into the mask when Mint was in the shower with me.
Yeah, but if he slipped the poison in, I would have seen it, wouldn't I? Me and Shin were talking the whole time. If either of us had slipped something in Mint's mask, the other would have noticed.
He's like, you wouldn't throw me under the bus, Pookie Bear, would you? How does the quote go? It's like, but Pookie, you promised you wouldn't hurt them. Not here, Kitten Whiskers. Daddy will discuss it later.
That does make sense. That would help clear both of you, wouldn't it?
But that would send us right back to square zero. Isn't this frustrating?
Not even square one, square zero.
It's relieving. I doubted either one of them would have killed someone. I'm glad to have confirmation.
Bombastic side eye.
See? I told you it was a third party.
Uh-oh.
Nothing to do with me or Shin. Phew. You guys had me all anxious there for a moment.
Alora is not having his shit.
Me too. Sorry for not helping much. I panicked and jumped the gun again.
Uh-huh.
I understand. I think anyone would have, but you can rely on me, Shin. Don't you worry. I know you're scared, but I'll make sure we don't turn our backs on one another. That's just asking for trouble.
I sure hope you're right.
Yeah. Sorry for turning on you. I think I just freaked out.
I'm sure this will be fine.
But if it wasn't
Nothing
in the
ever
shower,
happens.
when could it have possibly been done?
Maybe we're just missing something.
Oh, God. It feels like we'll never get
God.
anywhere. Why couldn't Minty have written the killer's name next to him when he died? So inconsiderate.
You didn't know who it was, bruh. Have you been keeping up at all?
You can't be serious.
Never thought I'd agree with Zeke.
Let's just try to review this from step
Not
one.
the sparkles.
We can figure out who it was eventually if we work together. I'm sure.
Not him being like, the power of friendship, you guys. If we all work together, we can figure it out. Oh my god, bruh. I can't help but feel like we're moving on from the shower room a bit too quickly. As much as I want to believe Dracul didn't do anything, life can't be that comfortable. Would you like to review? Nah, I got it. Rat poison, Zeke's account, Dracul's account, white powder.
We know for sure it couldn't have been done at the party.
This is true.
But I don't know what other opportunities people would have gotten.
Guess they could have done it after he was already back in his cell. But the kid probably would have woken up.
I agree?
Either way, I know me and Shin are in the clear here. We couldn't have slipped in the poison without the other noticing.
What was Zeke's
After
account?
all, we were watching each other the whole time.
Is that true? I wish.
In the showers with you as well, no? Is there a possibility he slipped it in after you two left?
That's not what happened. Do I have to refute that? Let's try refuting. Nope, fuck, okay. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm sorry. Dracul's account was about the night. White powder was painkillers. Rat poison. Probably Zeke's account. I just think I had the wrong statement.
But I don't know what other opportunities people would have gotten.
Guess they could have done it after he was already back in his cell. But the kid probably would have woken up.
I do agree with this.
Either way, I know me and Shin are in the clear here. We couldn't have slipped in the poison without the other noticing. After all, we were watching each other the whole time.
I'm not convinced, but we're gonna go through the whole convo.
Ezekiel was in the showers with you as well, no?
Bow, bow,
Is there a
ba-dum, bow,
possibility
bow.
he slipped it in after you two left?
Slow down. Zeke was far too drunk to do that.
I agree with this.
We had to be
carry to his cell for Christ's sake.
Not to mention, if I was gonna hurt anyone here, it sure as hell wouldn't have been Mint.
It would have been one of them filthy
Shinky's
gay
right
people.
there.
Sorry.
His death would be piss easy to frame as a suicide.
Wow.
You have a lot of creative thoughts, don't you?
Yeah, he's thought about that. Okay, I think it's gotta be Dracul's statement then.
You know for sure it couldn't have been done at the party. But I don't know what other opportunities people would have gotten.
Guess they could have done it after he was already back in his cell. But the kid probably would have woken up.
Either way, I know me and Shin are in the clear here. We couldn't have slipped in the poison without
I
the
don't
other
remember what
noticing.
Zeke's account. Maybe I should have reviewed my bullets.
After all, we were watching each other the whole time.
This has got to be the incorrect statement. I'm just not. Oh fuck, no. Yeah, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? What do you mean? You're making no sense to me today, Shin. We were talking to each other and everything. It clears both you and me. If you're arguing it could have been done without one of us spotting it, you're just incriminating yourself too. And I don't want people to jump on you, Shin. I know you didn't do this.
But there was a point where I took my eyes off you. An opportunity for you to have done it. When Zeke had wine poured all over him, we got Lyra to bring him a change of clothes. And she didn't step into the shower room, did she?
Yeah, no, I don't even want to know what was happening between four men in the shower.
Thanks.
I stayed in the hallway. Shinku came out of the shower room to collect the clothes.
Ah, that's what they're referring to.
Well, surely that was too brief of a time frame for Dracul to slip the poison.
It's putting a fruity pebble in a piece of fabric, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't know. We talked for a bit about things. He definitely would have had the opportunity.
And Dracul was by their clothes the whole time. When Zeke and Met took them off, he picked them off the floor and folded them up. He could have done it fairly quickly.
Shin? You don't seriously think I did this, right?
No, I've never doubted you. No, it's fine.
Hey, Shin, come on. You know I wouldn't do something like this.
Now we're leaving this on.
I can barely plan what I'm gonna have for lunch. How would I have planned all this out? I didn't know Iz was gonna spill wine on Zeke. I didn't know we'd end up in the showers.
No, but you've been carrying rat poison on you this whole time.
The odds don't line up at all. I couldn't have planned that Lyra would show up and you'd step into the hallway. I'm not that smart.
You didn't need to.
What a twist! The prison Timbo turns out to secretly been some sort of master manipulator, able to predict everyone's movements.
Taka,
like
can you,
pieces on a
with all
board.
due respect, which isn't much, shut the fuck up?
I really don't think that's it.
Uchiyama's right. This doesn't feel like a coordinated case.
It was just a moment of opportunity. He was prepared with the rat poison, the opportunity came, and he took it.
He probably just saw an
Yeah.
opportunity and took it, not thinking entirely straight. Probably picked up the rat poison that night as a last resort, and saw the perfect opportunity lined up in front of him, and took it. If Zeke hadn't gotten so buzzed, then he likely wouldn't have gotten into that fight with Miss Prissy. Wouldn't have gotten soaked, wouldn't have gotten to the showers with a dead kid, and he wouldn't have gotten poisoned.
Calling him the dead kid? Insane. Disrespect.
What?
No. No, this ain't my fault. Don't push it onto me.
It's really not your fault at all.
No way.
Don't
in
catch
hell
me defending
would I have
Zeke.
gotten him killed.
Please, God.
This is the killer's fault. I had no way of knowing things would line up like this. I didn't. God.
Here comes the guilt. Thanks,
God damn it,
Fu.
I didn't mean to get him.
Why are you
of all people, trying to push this onto someone else. You're one to talk about getting people killed. Look what you did to me!
Get him, Asuga.
Just saying. If he can hold his liquor better, this never would have happened.
I don't inherently agree with that. I kind of need you to shut up, Fu.
Well, if Isabel hadn't thrown the wine over me, we wouldn't have had to go to the showers. She's the one who provoked me in the first place. It's her fault.
Well, if Lyra hadn't gotten you so intoxicated in the first place, then our little altercation likely wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Yeah, we're just gonna play the blame game. We're just gonna point the finger at everybody. Have I seen Despair Time? Yes, I am up to date. Don't spoil other fangins in fangins that aren't relevant, but I am up to date with Despair Time. I do have thoughts about Despair Time. Good thoughts, I enjoy it, but...
So it's her fault?
The fault lies in the killer. The person who actively decided to take another life?
Alora never misses.
Needlessly arguing with each other is just wasting our time.
Alora has never been wrong. Alora will never be wrong. Alora, are you single? I'm just asking for a friend.
All that matters here is this was a compulsive murder. Dracul likely just saw an opportunity. Took it.
Drac? Give me a moment here. You guys don't really think I did this, right?
Well, given we're a few hours into the trial, buddy, it's not looking great for you.
Well, considering all the evidence...
Okay, maybe Maiko wasn't a red herring. Like, she got accused a little bit, but never, like, seriously. I thought this would be a full-on red herring. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it.
Hey, hold on now. Once again, this lines up way too well, doesn't it? It's way too improbable all these things just so happen to line up. I couldn't have predicted any of this.
No one's saying that. That's not the point. No one's saying you predicted it. They're just saying you had the opportunity. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Which would explain how simplistic the murder really was when you boil it down. This case has only really been complicated by the other plans that were conducted parallel to Mint's murder.
Basically, everyone else is stupid, and that's why we're here. Oh, Laura's arrow ace? Okay, cool. Good to know. It's okay. We can be besties. We can watch, like, science documentaries together.
It's improbable, but not impossible.
Look, I know it looks bad right now, but just give me a second to think. I swear, I wouldn't do this.
You have a right to defend yourself. Unfortunately, we are in a bit of a timer, King, so you kind of gotta be quick, but...
I'm just really struggling under pressure here. I want to say something. I want to defend myself. Come on. You guys believe me, right? Please, don't give up on me.
It's not about that, buddy.
Shin, come on.
Ooh, this is evil.
I saved you earlier. Can't you return the favor? Back me up here?
This is so diabolical. This is way more interesting than he's gonna throw us under the bus in return. Instead, he's not throwing us under the bus, and he's using that to manipulate. Oh, that's so juicy. I love that. That's way more interesting than just throwing us under the bus.
I'm sorry, Dracul.
Come on, Shinku, give us the internal monologue. Give us the internal feelings. I need to hear. I want to know it all.
What? But you guys, come on. You can't seriously think I would.
I don't. I really don't think you would have done this. Which is why I'm speechless. I can't think of anything, Dracul.
Uh-oh, here come the tears.
Everything is pointing to you doing it. I can't think of any alternative. Trust me, I wish there was something. I wish there was some miracle evidence that pointed the case in any other direction.
I like how Maiko's like stressed, but Lyra does not give a single fuck.
But that smile when you folded up Mint's clothes. When we talked about the future. About you enjoying chores like that.
It's why you don't make promises in killing games. It's why you don't fall in love in killing games. It never works out.
Did you know?
Once in a while it works out. There are exceptions, but not often.
Don't.
No, please don't answer that. I shouldn't have asked that.
That was pretty diabolical, Shinku.
You bringing up how we had our eyes on each other. You defending me. It helped me remember that I had stepped out. It helped me realize that only you. I don't want this to be the case, but there's no one else it could possibly be.
I've heard enough.
Yeah, she's not gonna let this go without a fight.
Is Mini?
Is?
Shinku, I have no idea why you're pushing this so hard.
Is Mini. I don't like it either. But it lines up too well. All of the evidence points towards him.
Even if this seems like the most likely solution right now, it's just too many things lining up so perfectly to possibly make sense.
We're not even saying it doesn't make sense anymore. We're saying it makes too much sense. Okay, girl.
There must be a different explanation. Dracul would not have done this. I am certain of it. I don't particularly enjoy arguing with friends. But if it's what I have to do to save all of our lives, then I will.
I would like to save, thank you. Seems Dracul's not going to defend himself, then Ismini will, and has said, no, I want Dracul to do it. I want more of that emotional drama manipulation. I don't think he's like actively manipulating him, but it is so juicy. No! Rebuttal showdown, all right. Memorize, oh, it's like Simon. Yeah, okay, Simon says. At that point, you can progress and start to make your own arguments. Make your final argument, dismantle using a truth bullet. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's fine. So I have to play Simon?
I don't know why we're ruling out the possibility of someone staying in an intimate cell after the party.
Red.
Ezekiel's account
Blue.
shows Smith was alone in his cell at night. It's not like he can lock his cell. None of us can. It would have been safer for the killer to do it done anyway. Everyone else was asleep. I just can't understand why it's turning under cool so quickly.
R. G. No, it was green. It was... Or was it blue? Am I stupid?
The possibility of someone staying in an intimate cell after the party.
It was blue. Wow.
Was alone in his cell at
I
night.
really am wrong. RBGYR.
None of us can. It would have been safer for the killer to do it done anyway. Everyone else was asleep. I just can't understand why you're turning under cool so quickly.
R. B. G. Y. R.
It's unlikely, as we discussed earlier. If someone broke to Mint's cell, it's likely he would have woken up. Mint was the skittish type, and for that to work, he'd have to have been wearing the mask to sleep.
If it was to ease anxiety, he likely did wear the mask to sleep, especially after being surrounded by drunk people the whole night. If Mint was using up to quell his anxiety,
background.
He likely used it for other things too. It's not a stress
Yellow.
He used them to help him sleep. He'd help make others remedies to help them sleep in the past.
BGY. Biggie.
A remedy-induced sleep could have been far deeper than regular sleep, allowing the killer to not easily wake
Big gear.
him.
I'm doing mnemonics.
It's less risky than trying to tamper with
Big
the mask in the
gearb.
showers. Easier to plan as well.
Big gearb.
Shinku.
Big gearby.
It can't be Dracul.
Big gearby.
Please.
Big gearby. R. Big gearbier. Big gearby. I sound absolutely insane, but it's gonna work. B, Y, oh no, there's no Y. It's just G. No, I don't want to sit through this whole thing again.
If it was to ease anxiety, he likely didn't wear the mask to sleep, especially after being surrounded by drunk people the whole night.
I don't know why I thought there was a Y in there.
If Mint was using herbs to quell his anxiety, he likely used them for other things too. It's not a stretch he used them to help him sleep. He helped make others remedies to help them sleep in the past. A remedy-induced sleep could have been far deeper.
Yeah,
than
I know.
allowing the killer to not easily wake him. It seems a lot less
Let me go
risky
back.
than trying to tamper with the mask in the showers. Easier to plan as well. Shinku, please. It can't be Dracul. Please. We both know it just can't be Dracul.
Okay, I can get it this time. B. G. Y. B. E. Right? Begir. B. Yeah.
Don't you realize the killer could have easily snuck into Mint's cell, and no one would have noticed?
Tainted breakfast, Mint's body, Dracul's account, suicide pact? Bitch, the body, I guess, only had a few hours of symptoms? Nope, I'm fucked. Okay. Shit.
Don't you realize the killer could have easily snuck into Mint's cell, and no one would have noticed?
Dracul's account?
I'll rewrite those words.
Yeah, okay.
How on earth would anyone have noticed when half of us were asleep and the other half were in the infirmary? If anything, Dracul's account reaffirms his innocence. If he wasn't in his cell, how on earth would he have heard Fu going to Alora's cell?
I'm not denying he was in his cell, but him overhearing Alora and Fu's discussion from his cell proves exactly why someone couldn't have broken into Mint's cell. If the cell walls are that thin that he could overhear that, then Monko would have clearly heard if there was someone attempting to break into Mint's cell.
And I didn't hear anything.
Is Meanie.
You're right. God, you're right.
So, if the cell break theory is a bust, then it's pretty clear who our culprit is.
But Monko wasn't there all night, was she? Unless I'm messing up the timeline. I guess we did walk her back to our cell, but maybe she's just a heavier sleeper. I don't know. I'm probably just making up arguments that don't need to be made up.
Still, I'd like to give him a chance to voice his side of things before we vote. Even if he is the killer, we should give him a chance to explain himself.
Why the
Are we gonna
hell
have a
should we
closing
hear him out
argument?
if he's the one who killed Mint. He took another life. He doesn't deserve our time.
But he could be really sorry.
Monko definitely killed someone, right? Like, she's gotta have done something fucked up.
Sorry isn't going to bring Mint back.
Damn.
In the end, he killed because he wanted to. That's enough for me. I don't need to hear anyone out. It's not my business.
We don't know for sure. Listen, Dracul, you must have some sort of explanation. Something that proves you didn't.
Does this look like the face of someone who has that kind of evidence?
Dracul, please.
Say something, please.
I don't know what to say. I'm scared.
Oh, it's so over.
Is that seriously all you have to say? Christ, say anything. Even if it's lying to save your skin, at least try to fight for your life a little bit.
New sprite.
Even if I was able to pull out some evidence to
Really
defend
good
myself,
sprite work.
to convince you otherwise, you've all already made up your minds, haven't you?
Look at that sprite work. That's nice.
No, come on. We don't want it to be you. If you could just give us some explanation, maybe we could make sure we don't all die here.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry, Shin.
Fine. If you won't vouch for yourself, then I'll just have to do it for you. Stupid. Man, I hate him so much. Never stepping up when it's needed. Christ, guys like you drive me insane. Make me feel like I have to do everything around here.
She's really going, ugh, men at a time like this.
Preaching to the choir there is.
Someone still could have broken into Mitt's cell. There's one person who could have gone in without having anyone hear them. Someone who had a hostage they wanted to protect. You know who, right, Shinku?
Someone who could have gone into Mitt's cell without anyone hearing them.
Am I stupid?
Right. That would be...
Wait, I don't know. Am I actually stupid? Without anyone hearing them? Nobody tell me. Don't tell me. But am I actually dumb? Someone who could have gone into Mint... Maybe like Zeke, because like... He wouldn't have needed to break in because Mint would have let him in? Is that the angle we're going at? Someone who could have broken in without anyone here. I'm gonna go Zeke, but I don't know. No, okay. I'm gonna lose. Shit. Maybe Lyra? God, it wouldn't be Mint himself. Are we gonna go the suicide route? No? Okay. Yeah, I lost all my mistakes. Is it gonna make me load from the freaking Simon Says game? No! Shit! What? Alright. We gotta go through this again. No, I know.
I don't know why we're ruling out the possibility of someone sneaking into Mitt's cell after the party. Ezekiel's account shows Mint was alone in his cell at night.
RB.
It's not like he can lock his cell. None of us can.
Red background.
It would have been safer for the kill to be
Yellow.
done anyway. Everyone else was asleep.
Red background. Yes, really. I come up with mnemonics. Red background. Yes, really.
It's unlikely, as we discussed earlier. If someone broke to Mint's cell, it's likely he would have woken up. Mint was the skittish type.
I don't know what they're referring to with this who could have gotten into Mint's cell bullshit.
If it was to ease anxiety, he likely did wear the mask to sleep, especially after being surrounded by drunk people the whole night. If Mint was using herbs to quell his anxiety, he'd likely use them for other things too. It's not a stretch he used them to help him sleep. He'd help make others remedies to help them sleep in the past.
Figure.
A remedy induced sleep
BGYR.
far deeper than regular sleep.
Figure.
To not easily wake him. It seems a lot less risky than trying to tamper with the mask in the showers.
Figure.
Plans well.
Figure.
Shinku.
Figure.
It can't
BYR.
be
Figure beer.
Please. We both know it just can't be Dracul. Don't you realize the killer could have easily snuck into Mint's cell, and no one would have noticed?
Not according to Dracul's account.
I'll rewrite those words.
The way I still don't know the answer to the next question.
How?
Yeah. Speedrun. How fast can I press the space bar? I really wish I could save. Okay. Mint, Maiko, Asuga. I don't know. Who's the next most suspicious? It's not Ismini, right? I'm just gonna guess my suspects. No? Okay, cool. Asuga was in the... It couldn't have been them. Couldn't have been him. Maiko?
I've got it.
What? Why? Am I dumb?
Maiko, your cell is right next to Mint's cell.
So?
Asuka obviously wasn't in her cell due to being in the infirmary. You likely would have known they were somewhere else, given they didn't return to the canteen after cleaning up after the party.
I don't get how this means she's any more suspicious than anyone else.
If you'd snuck into Mint's cell at night, no one could have heard you.
Why? Why?
Huh? No, you've got it all wrong. I didn't know Asuka was in the infirmary. I thought she'd just gone back to her room.
Am I dumb? Why does the fact that her cell is next to Mint's mean she wouldn't have been heard? Like, it would have been quiet, like...
Or is that something you just said to provide yourself with an alibi later down the line?
Is it because if the walls were super thin, like, the only person who would have heard if they did it wouldn't have come through? Is that what we're getting at?
No, I'm being serious, guys. I didn't do anything. I really, truly pinky promised that I didn't know.
Maiko seems like a bigger possibility than a lot of people. She did stay in the canteen after the party, right after everyone left. She could have easily taken the rat poison then.
So we are... Okay, I was gonna say, I was surprised we didn't accuse Maiko, because I thought she would be the big red herring. This either means I was completely correct about that, or it means that it actually is her, and I was wrong that she's a red herring.
Why on earth would I do that?
You did seem pretty downtrodden after the party. I was going to check up on you, but I prioritized Ismini because she seemed a bit too drunk for her own good.
Wow. Is one bad party really enough cause to kill someone?
I mean, I think it was a buildup of stuff. She seemed really against her hostage being chosen, even to the point that Taki had to volunteer hers instead.
Hey, anyone would defend their hostage. They're all people we care about a lot.
Not to mention those slippers she always wears. If anyone was able to sneak around without being heard, it would be her. Those things barely make a sound against the ground.
Or just take your shoes off and walk in socks.
I'm uncertain. I follow the logic here, but there's no evidence to fully verify Yuzuki was involved.
True, Alora. Never wrong.
But is there anything that can disprove her involvement?
That's not how court works, Ismini. Yeah, but can you disprove it?
I suppose you're correct.
You can't prove a negative, bruh.
Still, there's no way to disprove either plan. It's equally likely that Dracul slipped it in the mask in the showers as Maiko sneaking into Mint's cell and slipping it in then.
But how are we ever meant to figure out which one of them is what happened?
I say we flip a coin. Seems like a fair solution to me.
I'm giving the biggest sigh you can even... I'm like eyes closed to just... Taka. Your lives are on the line.
Seems to me like that would be how we get ourselves all killed.
Thank you, Lyra.
If you want my bet, I'd say Pinky is the better option here.
Why so?
What?
The other kid being the killer relies on the assumption that he planned it at least a day in advance. Got the rat poison that day and then just so happened to run into the perfect opportunity the next day. It seems unlikely such an opportunity would present itself right after he just so happened to grab the rat poison, no?
Boo makes a good point.
Unlikely, but sure as hell not impossible.
Still, it seems more probable Pinky felt bitter after her party, picked up the poison when she was cleaning, and poisoned the other kid while he was sleeping.
He's not wrong.
Huh. Guess it explains why Mint was the victim, too. He was chosen since he was next to Maiko.
Exactly. She couldn't lie that she heard nothing at night to cover her tracks.
Still, I don't know. She gets all skittish about the smallest things. I don't know if she'd have it in her.
Guys, I didn't.
Such a simple plan would make sense for Pinky too. Not saying either of them are particularly smart, but you know.
We're about to condemn one of them to death, Fu. At least give them some dignity. Also, not Maiko's crush throwing her under the bus. That's diabolical.
No,
It does strangely line up. I just don't know why we wouldn't have thought about it by now.
Probably way too confused by the 3 simultaneous murder plots to assume it would be that simple.
Yeah, we haven't circled back to the whole mass suicide threat yet.
It does seem
But
a
I don't
little
think we
too
should,
simple to be
for the
true.
record.
Yeah, it does.
Maiko, do you have anything that could disprove it was you?
I'm really bad at situations like this. I told you that I just phoned if you accused me, and now you're doing just that.
Hey, we're not trying to dogpile you. We're just trying to figure this out. I hope you didn't kill Mint, but... see things from our perspective here. You can't deny it. It looks pretty bad for you.
I know it does. But what am I meant to say?
She can't prove a negative.
You all decided you hate me.
Okay, well
You've
that's a little
already
far.
decided I'm the killer.
Nobody said the first part.
If I try to argue, you're just going to yell at me.
Oh, you've got trauma, don't you?
I can't tell if this is a confession or not.
Well, if you're trying to get away with it, I doubt you'd confess. You'd keep struggling and denying it until the final moment.
I suspect most people here do, but you know.
I'd feel more at ease if we had a formal confession. It's still equally likely to be Dracul.
But I doubt we'll be getting anything like that, quite frankly. Besides, we don't have much time left. I say we end this here and save her the humiliation.
Huh? Wait! No! Hey,
If you want to save your life, you gotta give us more than that.
But it don't seem like anyone's vouching for or defending her.
What are we supposed to do, bruh?
I'm not saying it can't still be Dracul.
You're asking us to prove a negative.
You're looking over things. Huh. I hate to agree with the ultimate classist over there, but...
No.
Uh-oh. Oh, he can't go through with it, can he? Oh, fuck. He's gonna confess, isn't he?
Huh?
Maiko couldn't have done this. She isn't the killer.
He can't go through with it.
Lay off her. There's no way she could have been the killer. I know that for sure.
And how exactly do you know that, Tremblay?
Because it was me.
She just isn't.
Close enough.
Come on. Don't rush to vote for her. She's not the killer.
He can't go through with it.
If you vote for her, then everyone's going to get killed. None of us want that.
Dracul?
He's too scared to admit to it, but he can't let us all die either.
How are you so certain all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Dracul, are you saying...
I don't want Maiko to get hurt. That wouldn't be fair on her. That wouldn't be fair on any of you. This isn't worth it. I couldn't live with myself if...
He's done. He's cooked.
I'm glad you're defending me, but Dracul, does this mean...
You bastard. You really have nothing to say? Are you that much of a coward?
Well, if he's not saying my Maiko can't be the killer, but is so sure, I can only
It's over.
We found our killer. Haven't we?
Taka, you have no tact.
Well, once again, I prefer a proper confession. But his silence does speak volumes.
He took Mid's life, and he doesn't even have the guts to admit it. He's really pissing me off.
Oh, please, say something. Anything.
I just can't believe it.
We've known it for a while, though, haven't we? I think some of you just didn't want to believe it. But ever since we narrowed it down to the shower room, it's been obvious.
Well, nothing to be done about it if the kid isn't gonna fess up. We might as well vote now.
I suppose so.
Yes, we can't let the time limit expire! I don't want to find out what happens if we do.
Well, if Tremblay isn't going to provide a confession or defense, we should proceed to the vote.
Hang on!
You're still gonna
Wait!
drag this out?
No, come on, guys. Don't vote me like this. I just got overwhelmed for a second there. But I swear this wasn't me. I would never hurt someone. Come on. Shin, you guys believe me, right?
Bro, you can't keep flip-flopping like this. You gotta commit. If you're gonna feel bad, you gotta commit.
Dracul, it all points to you. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't die like this, Shin. Please, just hear me out, okay? I didn't do this. I'll prove it to you. It can't end like this.
I would like to save, please. Alright, we are armamenting it up in here. This minigame represents a final gambit. Different depending on the prisoner. RPG battle. Wear down arguments, bring health to 0. Once you've defeated him, you'll have to construct a sentence. Good luck. Okay. Whoa! Okay, but like the fit. I know we're about to like condemn him to death, but like, look at the fit. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're really using that RPG Maker template, aren't we? I always go magic. Deep breaths, deconstruct, dissociate. Alright, let's deconstruct.
What kind of person do you think I am?
What if we just full on attack? What does that do? 213, that does more. And lowers defense.
Do you think I am?
Okay, so that's better. What are my items? I don't have any. Okay. I need 100 TP to like win, I guess. So deep breaths is probably heal, so let's just keep attacking. Because that seems to be our best.
Please, Shin. Please. I'm terrified.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, I know, but no one else does either.
I don't want to die. You're really scaring me here. Are you actually serious about this?
Okay, my attack is doing less damage. Let's try deconstruct again.
The time we spent together? You know I wouldn't do this.
Now why would you say that?
You're really scaring me here. Are you actually serious about this?
This is very cool.
You're really scaring me here. Are you actually serious about this?
I'm sorry, man.
You're really scaring me here.
I'm not happy about it.
What would my mom think if I killed someone?
Your mom would probably die if you didn't. At least I'm sure that's what you were thinking.
I don't want to let anyone down. What would my mom think if I killed someone?
This voice actor and playing characters who are important to their moms. Oh, okay, we got him. I thought I was gonna have to use my no that's wrong attack, but I guess not. Alright, what do I gotta say?
Come on, please. You know this can't be me. I mean, what reason would I even have to do this?
Want to protect family.
I'll rewrite those words.
We lost a good one today, everybody. Very cool argument armament.
You were scared of your mother getting chosen, weren't you? That would have impacted your whole family, not just her. That's why you took the rat poison. Just in case. And I'm sure when you found yourself alone with Mint's clothing the next day, with a little help from the alcohol,
whoa,
I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time. You probably thought you wouldn't get an opportunity like that again.
You really are something amazing, Shin.
It's not the time to flirt, man. You're about to die.
I always wanted to meet you.
Oh god.
You don't have any idea how much your books meant to me and my sisters.
It's not confession time, man. You're halfway to the guillotine.
I always thought if I did, I'd find someone just like me.
This is really sweet, though, I will say. I wish we'd gotten a little better paced relationship between them. But at least this part is quite sweet.
But you're better than me. What you make aren't just stories. You can actually bring that talent to life, dissect crimes, and find the culprit.
He is pretty stupid, though. As much as Dracul's gassing him up.
I'm just a big coward hiding behind fantasy. Hiding behind my daydreams of being a hero. But I can't protect anyone, really. I take the easy way out at the first sign of conflict. I'm sorry. I didn't know that getting out meant everyone else died.
That is true. We did mention the Sayaka rule. Non-triangle, thank you for the 2. Guess we're not getting the dating minigame. I guess not. This is... we're not gonna get to do the Doki Doki minigame with Dracul. That's the real loss. Yeah, I did bring this up. Sayaka rules, where you didn't know that killing and getting away necessarily meant everyone else was cooked.
When I learned that, I knew it was over. I could hardly live with what I'd already done. How on earth was I meant to live with everyone's deaths on my back?
Are we gonna do a closing argument or nah?
You really?
Well, guess we found our culprit.
Dracul. He was the one who...
Maybe I've been dozing off.
Taka, you need to please shut the fuck up.
But I'm not sure I entirely follow.
Don't care.
Do we think we
Okay,
can
we
take
are
this
gonna
from the
closing
top?
argument this
Explain
shit.
Exactly how Minty died.
Yeah, it still seems strange. Drac is just so nice. How could he?
Not that he's literally nice.
If it was explained clearly, I think I'd feel a lot more confident voting for him.
Alright. If we must, then I'll explain exactly how this happened.
Yeah, save. Last minigame, I promise. Okay, yeah. I wish I could see what these meant. I guess this has to be first. And then, what is that? Zeke? Is that finding? That's dying. Then there was this, then there was this, and there was that. Yeah. Okay, we had the attack. I don't know what this is. Is this, oh, bringing change of clothes. That's the shower. That's us running into her. Attack? No? Okay. Shit. Shower. Close. This. Okay. Asuga got. We brought her to the infirmary. We got Alora, and then...
Let me unravel
Okay.
this case for you.
Yeah, see, that was fine. Didn't even worry about it.
It all started with Mononeko introducing the hostage motive, with all of us having to vote a hostage once per day to experience some sort of punishment.
We're gonna vibe.
Nearly everyone was shaken by this motive, particularly the killer, who held their hostage extremely dear. As the days went on, their anxiety about keeping their hostage safe grew larger, which...
Oh, sorry.
A few days later, the killer was patrolling at night, searching for the mysterious stranger I'd encountered the night before. During these patrols alone, the killer picked up and pocketed some of the rat poison from the canteen. They picked up the poison as a last resort, just in case they need to take action to protect their hostage later. Action they'd inevitably take the next day right after the party. But importantly, before the party, Ezekiel and Lyra had various pre-drinks and crushed up pills.
Yeah, they did lines.
These put Ezekiel into a state of inebriation. He was more aggressive and disruptive when he eventually joined back to the party. This state of intoxication led him into getting into a fight with his Mimi. A fight that ended with Ezekiel being drenched in wine. This caught everyone's attention, so much so that no one noticed Taka had left the party earlier. Aside from Fu, but we'll return to that later. Me, Mint, and the killer agreed to take Ezekiel to the shower room to get him cleaned up. Mint helped Ezekiel get undressed and removed his own clothes so as to not get them wet in the shower. And
Sorry.
and the killer stayed outside the main shower area at Ezekiel's request. It was at this point I stepped outside the shower room to receive a spare change of clothes for Ezekiel from Lyra. While I was outside having a brief conversation with her, the killer took their opportunity to slip the rat poison they received into Mint's mask. The lavender and various other herbs stuffed into the mask helped to mask any indication they'd been
Helped
added,
mask
and
any
Mint was
indication?
none the wiser when he put the mask on once again. At Ezekiel and Mint's request, me and the killer left the shower room, running into Michael on the way back. The three of us shared a brief conversation and went back to our cells for the night. Mint and Ezekiel returned to their cells shortly after us, Mint going into his own cell after helping Ezekiel to bed. Likely due to the anxiety of having to deal with drunk people all night, Mint kept his mask on in bed to help him calm himself down. Which just meant all night he was breathing in the toxic fumes, slowly shutting down. Meanwhile, Fu had tracked down Taka after he left the party earlier.
My
Driven
boy
by a
fail.
guilty desire to keep his daughter safe, he attacked the boy, hoping to kill him. However, before he could, Asuka jumped in the way and took the stabbing herself. Asuka had been helping clean up after the party and was walking to put certain supplies away when she saw what was transpiring. Despite their recent conflict with Taka, they couldn't see him get hurt. Horrified at this, Fu helped Taka bring Asuka to the infirmary. Clearly not wanting anyone who reminded him of his daughter to get hurt, he abandoned his plan to kill and instead sought help. He left Taka in the infirmary with Asuka, and he refused to leave her side all night, terrified of them dying. Fu went to Dr. Elenius' cell to request her help. Dr. Elenius quickly rushed into the infirmary to provide Asuka with medical assistance, later making up a lie to conceal Fu's identity. She did so as to not distract from Mint's killer, and to make sure the trial stayed on track.
It wasn't very successful, but I understand the effort.
The killer, who could not sleep due to anxiety over what he'd done, overheard this conversation and later informed me of it during the investigation. The next morning, everyone except Dr. Elenius, Asuga, and Taka gathered in the canteen as usual. Typically, we'd eat breakfast, but we held off due to their absence, a decision that proved life-saving as the breakfast had been laced with cyanide, as someone attempted to cause a suicide pact. But before we could go search for the 3 absent prisoners, the poison Mitt had been breathing in all night finally made his lungs fully shut down, and he collapsed in front of everyone, including the killer, causing widespread shock and confusion. The killer who caused Mint's deterioration and ultimately took his life can only be one person.
Alright, lay it on me.
That being you, Dracul Tremblay, the ultimate dungeon master.
It really is you, isn't it? You really did.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough execution. What are we thinking? Are we thinking crushed by giant dice? Are we gonna think like they roll dice to determine his torture methods until they kill him? Are we thinking he's gonna be like in an RPG fit and he's gotta fight his way out of a situation?
Oh my god. I'm such an idiot.
Well, I suppose this goes to show anyone can kill, given the right circumstances.
No Yaoi survives Chapter 1 of Antebellum Lockdown.
It's what happened, isn't it?
I just wanted to protect my mom. I just wanted to make sure my sisters would be okay.
Listen, we can jump him all we want. If it's family, especially one like his, most people, again, depends on your family situation, obviously. But if you have a good family situation, most people would choose their family over strangers that you've known for a month. Granted, is longer, but
I just didn't want to be a coward.
Not long
again.
enough.
I couldn't let them get hurt because of me again. I never wanted things to end up like this. I thought the rat poison would work quicker. I thought he'd die in his sleep. I thought it would be peaceful. I thought he wouldn't even realize what was happening.
It's not really how rat poison works, but alright, man. I get it, you were trying to justify it.
I couldn't sleep all of last night. I was so scared. I was just kept awake, horrified that I'd actually done it. When I saw him this morning, I felt relieved.
Yikes.
I thought maybe I'd messed up, that the poison didn't work. That relief made me realize how much I regret it, but then he fell still, and oh God,
Dracul.
Are you serious? Are you seriously giving him pity after...
Sorry.
Him regretting it means nothing. In the end, he still did this. A few tears isn't going to erase that. He's got no right to cry. None at all. God damn it. God damn it. God. Fucking damn it. Why? Why Mint?
They have to say it's because he threw his mom under the bus. That has to be it. I refuse to believe there was any other reason.
Why the hell didn't you try and poison me? You don't even like me.
True.
Not one bit. Why? Why him?
He probably doesn't have an answer. The bottom line was, it was just convenient, wasn't it?
Saf the Staff, thank you for the 5. Did you know this is the reboot of an old version of Antebellum? Different victims and killers. Interested in knowing the old Chapter 1 deaths? I did know this was a reboot. I do know there is an original Antebellum. I don't know anything about it. I don't know the deaths. I don't know any of that. I was just like, this is the new one. This is the one the creator's working on. We're gonna do this one. But I do know it was a reboot. Interested in knowing the Chapter 1 deaths? If it's not a spoiler for anything in the current Antebellum, then I'm okay with it.
It just happened Mint's mask made it easy to poison him. It's awful to think that something he made to bring him comfort would cause his death.
It had the mom thing. They gotta bring that up. That's so thematically good. There's no way they don't bring it up.
But in the end, it wasn't anything personal, was it? Minty just happened to get unlucky.
No, let him be vindictive.
No.
Okay, okay.
What? There was a reason?
We're cooking.
It's awful. I mean, I didn't specifically target him, but when he left his mask there, I thought about what he did to his dad. Poisoning him like that, leaving him to suffer. How could anyone do that to their family? It sickened me.
Oh, so I was like half right?
I know I didn't know the full story, but even doing that to someone you hate, that's a different kind of malice.
Okay, so I was half right. It wasn't because he threw his mom under the bus. It was because he poisoned his dad. But I think the mom thing would have been stronger. Because like you say, you didn't know the full story, but he was willing to throw his mom under the bus. I feel like it would have been a stronger parallel if you said someone who was willing to throw their mother under the bus like that kind of deserved it, especially when his hostage was also his mother, you know? I would have gone for that angle personally, instead of the he poisoned his dad thing. Oh, Monko killed Dracul. Oh, he's doomed no matter what. That's unfortunate. Interesting. Okay, so I guess Monko being suspicious might have been remnants of that first chapter, like maybe playing on people's expectations, but interesting.
And everyone just seemed to be okay with it. I thought I was crazy. It just didn't make sense to me. Then he started offering his mom up to be tortured, and I just...
Okay. I was waiting for that one.
When his mask was left unattended, I thought I could save her as well, if he wasn't going to do it.
Okay. There we go. I was waiting for that one.
Drac.
What the hell made you think you had the rat?
I know I didn't. I knew I had to do something. I couldn't let my family get hurt. Not again.
I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Not from you. Can't we just hurry up and vote for him already? I don't want to see his face any longer than I have to.
Wait!
Well, if you're all ready to vote, then we might as well. And you got there within the time limit. Good going.
I know we found the killer, but I don't feel very accomplished.
Again, Taka, with all due respect, shut the fuck up.
I thought I'd feel way more relieved, but I just feel depressed.
Maybe you'll feel better about the whole thing when you've got confirmation you're right. This concludes our first trial. Feel free to vote for who you, yes you, think the killer is. Hope you get it right.
I would like to save. I want to see what happens. What if I vote for... top comment, don't talk to me, real. It didn't feel entirely real. My head felt fuzzy. I didn't feel like I was entirely in my body. I felt like I was watching myself from a third-person perspective. as my hand moved to vote Dracul. My heart was pounding as I did. I felt like something was going to burst. Oh, is that why they kept talking about cake? Okay, it was a reference to the original. I was like, I did not know what they were talking about. There were a few lines of dialogue that referenced caking someone. I couldn't stop the churning feeling in my stomach that just dropped lower as...
Congratulations! You were right. Dracul was the killer.
My suspicions were fully confirmed. There was no going back now. Well, if nothing else, at least our lives are safe.
Not all of them. What's going to happen to Dracul?
What he deserves, if I have any say in it. Dracul, you... Dracul stood in stunned silence. Say that 5 times fast. Stood in stunned silence for a moment. I could see the horror slowly drawing on his face as it dawned on him what exactly was going to happen next. I was awfully conflicted. I did care for Dracul. He was my friend, but equally. Saf the Staff, thank you for the 5. Chapter 1 really was a big test and reference to see how much of the original it did have. The rest of the game will be 100% original. Interesting! Yeah, that doesn't affect me at all because, again, I don't know anything about the original. But that's very interesting. I wonder why the creator chose to do a reboot and how much of the first Antebellum was finished. I'm curious as to what inspired a complete reboot. I could never forget that smile, that sincerity, that little determination to help that he stole from us. I prayed he wouldn't cry. I didn't know if I could live with myself if he did. But what he did was worse. He took a deep breath in and looked up at us all. A small, strained smile curling at the edge of his lips. I'm glad you all figured it out. I knew you could do it. You guys really are amazing. Don't ever forget that, alright?
Huh?
I'm relieved, honestly. Once again, I didn't know succeeding would mean all of you would die. They did it when they were a kid. I get that. I did my first Fengen when I was, what, 16, 17, something like that? I understand. That makes total sense. God, if I could go back and do Redemption again, there's things I would change for sure. Granted, I only wrote chapters 3 through 6, but still. I've learned a lot since then. Done a lot of growth as a creator. So I understand why someone would want to start from scratch if they feel they've grown a lot. I'm glad that all of you get to keep on living. I'm sorry I let you all down, but you won't have to look at me soon. You can all just forget I existed. Move on and keep going. Saf the Staff, thank you for another 5. Zeke and Fu were new additions. The original went up to Chapter 3 Body Discovery, and some hostages were participants in the original, like Ichi or Yui. Interesting. Ichi and Yui were participants. That's really cool. But yeah, okay. So they got moved to hostages. Very cool. Okay. So, please, live with all your might. Cool. Don't Don't smile at me like that. You killed someone, Dracul. You killed Mint. Okay, it's Meanie. Of all the people here, you kind of don't get to talk, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't really think you're the person who gets to be morally outraged by murder, Toots. It's different. He's not like that. If he can kill, then who else here will? Again, Seth the Staff, thank you for the 2. Amelia was one as well. Anyway, last dono, lol. Really appreciate him, thank you. Amelia was a participant. Huh. I wonder if/how her character changed then, because the role she's written in right now is very much anti-ultimate. Relishes in the authority of a killing game. I wonder how she would have acted not having that authority. Did she have an ultimate? This is very interesting. Okay. Very cool. You can't rule anyone out. That's just how it is. No. Don't think like that. Please. Don't lose your trust because of me. Don't let yourselves get paranoid and scared. Conflict is just gonna make this happen again. No matter how hard it seems. Trusting and caring about someone is never a waste. How on earth can you possibly say that after what you've done? I trusted you. As long as I still had your belief, your companionship, I was still a person. We all trusted you so much, Dracul. I know, I'm sorry that I couldn't be the person you needed me to be, but at least now no one else's hostages will get hurt. But was it worth it? No, of course not. If what the warden girl said earlier is correct, if we just didn't vote, no one would have gotten hurt in the first place. I didn't know that at the time. I'm sorry. I know nothing will ever excuse what I've done. But promise me you won't let this divide you. That's just what this game wants. Let my stupid mistakes act as an example of why you shouldn't give in to Mono Neko and their demands.
Oh, I'll make an example out of you, all right.
Uh-huh.
All this heroic talk about, don't let the game win. I did it to save everyone's hostages. Trusting someone is never a waste. You are really always stuck in fantasy, aren't you?
Wow, are we really gonna drag him right before he gets executed?
Dracul, Dracul, Dracul. Always wanting to play the hero. If I put on a brave face at the end, then maybe they'll pity me. If I act like this is some sort of sacrifice, I'll be seen as a martyr. At least I can die being a hero. What a sad, pathetic little hypocrite you are.
What are you?
You never really grew up, did you? You're just a sad little child, unable to leave your fantasy, desperate to be praised, desperate to feel bigger than you are, desperate to be someone people admire. But you killed someone. You killed Mint. In such a cowardly way, too. You couldn't even face what you were doing. You wanted to pretend it wasn't happening. And in the process, you made his death slow, painful, and agonizing. And now you want pity? Don't make me laugh. You're still that same coward who let your family get hurt.
No, I stepped up. I made sure it would never happen again. I did all this so that wouldn't happen again. Yet you still avoid taking responsibility like the plague. Letting Ismini defend you in your stead. Trying to justify your murder and milk people for pity. Lying about your crime. Wait, you never changed, Dracul. And you never will. This can't be. No, they're right.
I've always been a coward.
What did you do, man?
I was so scared of being told off, letting people down. I hate myself. I hate how scared I get, how emotional I get, how I cry when things get even slightly stressful. When things get tough, I fall silent. I try to ignore what's happening. I hide away in distractions, in what feels easy.
God, if only that wasn't relatable as hell.
I always run away right when it matters. I just let people down because I'm not ready to be an adult. I've just been pretending since I was young. I thought I'd figure it out eventually, but I don't have it figured out like other people do. I always feel so behind. I feel like if people saw the real me, they'd want nothing to do with me.
This voice actor is so good. Here, in Tetro, every time I've seen them, they're really fantastic.
I was terrified of anyone hating me. I just wanted to be loved. I didn't want them to see how weak I really was. I wanted to be the hero my sisters saw me as. I wanted to be the big brother they deserved. That's why I just kept lying. It was easier. I always just do what's easiest. I thought maybe if I kept lying, if I kept pretending I was dependable and resilient and the person I wanted to be, it would one day become reality, and I'd never let anyone down again. But that's not how it works, is it?
Guys, let's not spoil other fangans in streams of different fangans. Just a heads up.
I'm not anyone's savior or hero. I'm just me, and I can't stand that.
This is diabolical. Oh, buddy.
I'm sorry. I really am. I know that sounds hollow, but I really am.
I do believe him.
I wish I could be that person my sisters needed me to be. I wish I could be the friend you thought you knew.
Oh, man. Saf the Staff, thank you again. Really appreciate it. Interestingly, in the OG, Iz's reason for murder was a lot more relatable. So when it came in the reboot, a lot of people assumed it was the same, but it wasn't. Oh, I wonder if that's why her worthy of redemption vote was so high. I'll bet people had the original in mind when they were voting. That's really interesting. That had to have skewed the votes, at least somewhat.
I was serious about wanting to stay friends after all of this.
Oh.
Is
good art.
Shin, you probably don't remember it, but
you get 3 CGs before your death, man. That's
wasn't
good.
Lying at the party. I really did want to go to those stupid fast food places with you to hang out. I'm sorry. We'll never get to do that campaign together. I'm sorry that I wasn't the person You thought I was?
Man. Drac, don't say things like that. Don't talk like it's the end. But it is, isn't it? No, I wish I could put on a brave face for this, but I'm terrified. I don't want to die. Fuck off. I'm sure Mint didn't want to either. The cat's right. You can't just cry and expect everyone to just forgive you. You don't deserve our pity. Ultimately, your decisions led you here, Tremblay. I'm sympathetic to you wishing to not get your family hurt again, but it does not excuse what you've done. If he didn't take the bait, someone would have. He just caved earlier. And got given a golden opportunity. You're cool. I wasn't even fully sure what to say to him. On one hand, I couldn't help but feel pity for him. I was scared of losing him. I didn't want him to die. But on the other hand, I didn't feel I had the right to care about him half as much as I did. He was a murderer. He killed Mint, someone who had become dear to me in his own way. I felt I was disrespecting Mint's memory by feeling how I did, but... Dracul, please, don't go. Shin. Dracul looked at me, clear surprise in his eyes. His gaze lingered, as if he was unsure what to say to me. I'm really trying with the voice acting here. But eventually, he spoke the same empty words I'd offered him once before. It's all gonna be okay. Maybe, in our next lives, I'll be reborn as the person everyone needed me to be. I hope you get to meet a better me one day. I was incredibly conflicted, but if he was gonna die anyway, I didn't want to scorn him in his last moments. So, I indulged in the deadly fantasy, seeking comfort for myself as well as him. And we can finally play that campaign. With all the garish music in the background as you want. Oh, you know it. And all the soda you want. Any flavor. We'll get Iz to try it too. She'd hate that. Maybe. But it would be okay. Because we'd be trying it together. And that's what's important, right? Yeah. As long as you're with good company, you can do anything. And we'll do anything you like. That's a promise.
Oh God, I don't want to die. I'm not ready. I can't die being this kind of person. I can't die letting down my family like this. I just want to go see them again.
Let's pour one out for Dracul, y'all.
Oh, is that what you really want?
Ooh, I don't like the implications of that.
I can certainly arrange that.
Are you trying to say Are you trying to say his family's dead? Because that's diabolical.
What?
Everyone, get ready for the heart-pounding execution of Dracul Trembly, the ultimate dungeon master.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Let's give him one last chance to be a hero. Better make it count, Dracul.
Okay. Ugh, stretch my back. Sit up straight.
Hold on! No, wait!
One last new Sprite.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I've listed my predictions for how it's gonna go. We'll see if any of them are accurate. Crushed by dice, stuck in an RPG, or dice rolled to decide his punishment fates. What's it gonna be? Roll to seduce the dragon, Dracul. It never goes wrong. Oh, banger art. Pull the sword out of the stone. Saving throw. Alright, we're in an RPG. That's the route we're going. Wow, this is really well done. Not just the art, but the editing, too. Like the tweening. See, guys, he's fine. He slayed the dragon. Everything's fine. The animation is very good, too. Oh. That's nice. Down he goes. What stabbed him? The dragon? We didn't get to see what stabbed him? Unfortunate. What the hell? Yeah, me too, commenter. As much as I hated it, I kept my eyes on the screen the whole time, clinging to the awful, selfish, disrespectful hope that somehow he'd survive, that he'd come out and extend his arm to me, that we'd be given more time, that I could meet who he really was. But I never saw that smile again. It was gone before I knew it. Ismini didn't look at the screen the whole time. She'd been silent since Mononeko had exposed Dracul. She hadn't looked at him once since then. I wonder, now, if she regrets that. Never getting those final moments. Never saying a proper goodbye. Oh my god. I'm gonna be sick. Holy shit. That was just special effects, right? He isn't actually... Please, Taka.
Nope. All 100% legit. We wouldn't skimp on that. Most people only tune in for the executions and bodies, so you gotta pull out all the stops for them.
I mean, my viewership does tend to peak when we get to those parts, so it's not entirely wrong. Just how much of a budget have you got for this thing?
Wait, if it's all legitimate, then his family...
Hey, that's not fair! They've not done anything to deserve it! Are you sick in the head? We're in a death game. Let's think that one through. You spout so much about this being what we deserve, wanting to punish us for our crimes, but you're just as bad. Threatening our loved ones, doing that to Dracul's family? How are we meant to look like the bad guys here? God, I swear this is like the third time we've had this conversation. Your crimes don't just affect you. If you didn't want others getting hurt, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. Just what he deserved, if you ask me. So desperate to be their savior, their hero, killing despite being a massive coward in a vain attempt to save them. In his last moments, he must have been crushed, thinking that he'd let them all down. Stop. That's horrible. If he wasn't prepared to face the consequences, he shouldn't have killed someone. That's the end of it. What? I thought you were against this whole game thing. I am. That's why I didn't give them exactly what they wanted, like Dracul did. Can you give him a bit of respect? I know you didn't like him, but he was a murderer. Get the hell over yourself. Can't you show Mint a bit of respect and not act like his murder was justified? What the hell was that anyway? Acting all buddy-buddy with him after you learned what he did? Treating it like he had no other choice. Like he was just as much of a victim as Mint. I just wanted to bring him peace in his final moments. That's all it was, huh? It was all for him, was it? God, you're really starting to piss me off. I've lost 2 friends today. I'm sorry if I've been handling this poorly. I just don't know what to think. You don't get to say he was your friend when you were so willing to throw him out like that. Lyra's eyes seemed to flash briefly with pity. She quickly looked away and bit her lip. In the end, I knew they had something of a point. As awful as it was, even if it trampled on Mint's memory, I wanted to believe Dracul had the best intentions in mind. Maybe that's why I followed along with Ismini and accused Maiko, even though I knew she wasn't the killer. I just don't know how we're meant to go on after this. I don't understand. We just have to keep on living. Simple as that. But what if... We'll make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Alora, I love the enthusiasm, but you don't know what I know. This is chapter 1 of, I think, 4. It's gonna happen again. That sounded nice on paper, but it didn't seem particularly realistic. If someone like Dracul could kill, anyone here could. It was obvious others were similarly apprehensive. A silence lingered in the room. It was eventually interrupted by a small voice. She's right. We've just got to give it all we've got, and we can get through this. Lingering in our sadness isn't gonna help anyone. It's just gonna breed fear and make this whole thing more scary. Taki's right. We can't let this divide us. Yeah, totally. I think we should all be best buds for life and put all our past little scuffles behind us. What do you say? Okay, maybe not all. That's a great idea. Let's just get along. Dumb as bricks, half of this cast, I fear. Maybe if we all ask the audience really nicely, they'll just vote us all worthy of redemption, and we can all just live happily and get along. Yeah. You're nuts. Like, I'm all for getting along and not trying to make things actively more difficult for one another, but let's not act like all of us deserve that second chance. But I don't know what I'd do if I didn't get a second chance. Who's to say if we give you a second chance, you won't pull an Isabel and start acting all self-righteous? At least now, she only has one hypocrite defending her. Zeke, now is not the time. Ugh, fine. Still, regardless of audience of me when I can't read. Still, regardless of audience voting, I promise to dedicate myself to finding a way out of here and preventing further casualties. Laura's so cooked. Well, good luck, but I still ain't planning on playing babysitter here. You can do what you'd like, just don't expect me to get involved. Oh, no need to worry about that, Foo. We know you're more of a baby stabber than a babysitter. Taka, I need you out. Oh, you're still upset about that? I really don't want to agree with Taka on this, but you did stab me. I don't think that's something people get over quickly. So true, Asuka. Nah, can't win them all. Now, if this is all wrapped up, I'll be on my way. Yes, you will be. To your cell. Huh? Given your recent behavior, I feel it would be best to keep an eye on you for the foreseeable future to ensure you don't attempt to harm anyone further. Jesus Christ. Wow, that was the Zeke voice. Jesus Christ. I'm not leaving this I'm not living this down anytime soon, am I? I mean, you did try and kill someone, Fu. I do hate to break it to you. No. No, you're not. Oh well, whatever. As long as you switch out who's watching over me. I'd get bored to death if it was just one person. I do need time to monitor Santil's injuries and to continue with my plans. Very well, I'll sort out a proper rotation later. For now, I'll keep an eye on you. Mononeko, are we allowed to leave? Be my guest. Very well. Come to my cell if you need anything. Dr. Elenius left with Fu, leaving the trial room. She was practically minded. It was almost shocking how quickly she could move on from what we'd just seen. It was strange to me, when everyone could move on, when I felt so stuck in the past. We ought to keep an eye on him from now on. Yeah, he's major bad news. How is everyone else holding up, by the way? Bad? I couldn't even answer that. We all stood in stunned silence, no one quite sure what to say. One voice eventually speaking up. God damn it. I thought finding out who killed him would make me feel better. But all it's done is piss me off more. Hey, how about we get out of here? Maybe it would do you good to go, I don't know, do something to put your mind off of things? Like what? You hungry or something? I don't know how anyone could be after watching that execution. But I suppose we'd skipped breakfast. Oh, just be careful, okay? You don't know what could have been put in the stuff in the canteen. Yeah, no offense, but after whatever the hell that suicide pact was, I'm gonna be making my own food. Honestly, super valid. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Nothing personal, just better safe than sorry. Can you even make anything? I've never seen you cook. Depends what you like. Can you make pancakes? I can give it my best shot. The two of them quietly left the trial room. It was good someone was keeping an eye on Ezekiel. I didn't want him being isolated and doing anything drastic. Still, it didn't alleviate my primary concern right now. He's really gone, isn't he? I'm so sorry. I'm fine, really. I'm fine. You don't have to be. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now. Listen, it's... Christ, stop crowding around me. I'm fine, really. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to... Really, I'm fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter? But hey, I'm gonna head back. Do you want to join me? Ismini looked at me with an unsteady gaze, briefly looking at the others still left in the room before nodding carefully, not meeting my gaze. Alright. I'll watch Fu in his cell, I'll do it! Not the time, random commenter, not the time. The two of us slowly walked into the elevator together. We didn't say a word to each other as we ascended up into the warden's office again. I would have tried to say something, but all the words had been taken out of me. He really was gone. So was Mint. And they'd never come back. Silence persisted as we walked through the warden's office. I never noticed how little we had to talk about with each other when there wasn't Dracul around to initiate. So I was right about it being one of the trio, it just wasn't the one I thought it would be. But just before we left, a voice spoke up. Hold on. We both turned to face the warden, who stayed sitting at her desk. What on earth do you want? I wanted to clarify something. I don't want there being any misconceptions. While everything else in the execution was real, the corpses of his family were fake. Not that he would have been able to tell the difference, but still. Why are you telling us this? If it was up to me, we wouldn't involve anyone aside from you lot. I don't care about hurting ultimates, but I have no interest in fucking up the lives of regular people. Then, all those hostages... Why did you... Ultimates will always be scum to me. Nothing can change that. This isn't me giving either of you special treatment. But they're corrupted by their positions. It isn't something inherently wrong with them. Those related to them are typically nothing like them. They aren't half as wicked. At worst, they're just complicit. I'm living proof. My dad was an ultimate. I'd rather burn this place to the ground than become anything like that man. Oh, is it the janitor? Because they're both ginger? Is that what we're alluding to? I saw Ismini bite her lip, her fist clenched by her side. It was clear she was holding herself back from saying something. I couldn't say I entirely blamed her. Now get out of my office. Ismini quickly walked out, wanting to leave before she said anything that could potentially get her punished. All I got out of Ismini was a muttered, "Hypocrite," as we continued our silent journey to the cells. Ismini is gonna kill someone. Foreshadowing is a literary device. Eventually, I decided to speak up as I saw her place a hand on the door to her cell. I thought it was just the two of us. I thought as it was just the two of us, she might be more willing to speak. Ismini. Please. Just don't. Don't laugh at me. Why on earth would I... Trusting people again? Letting them back in? What a joke. I'm so stupid, Shinku. It's okay. So am I. Why are you still following me? I've been awful to you. I only kept you around to keep Dracul close. I don't know. I just don't know who else to go to now. I hate myself when I'm like this. Weak. fragile, unable to take being left, shattered. I don't want anyone to see me like this. I don't want to ever feel like this again. I don't want to be around anyone. I don't want to trust anyone. I never want to be betrayed again. I thought I could just shut myself off, forget about it all, forget about him. But even after knowing what he did, how he killed someone, I still miss him. Why does it still hurt? Why do I still want someone to be near? Because you're human, just like me. I don't think either of us makes sense. I think we just want what's familiar and comfortable. Still, I cannot risk losing anyone again. So, maybe it's for the best that you and I... I'm sorry to interrupt. Takiko, go away! Shoo! Shoo! Not the time. A small figure approached us, a weary expression on her face. Takiko, can we help you? It's probably not the best time, but... Dracul dropped his bag before. It was cleaned up when we were leaving, but... Takiko held out her hands. 2 small pins in them. Oh, we're gonna get Sprite updates. We're gonna wear these, aren't we?
These dropped off. I managed to grab them. I thought maybe you two would like to keep them.
I didn't know what to say, seeing the last parts of Dracul that were left in front of us.
I can't imagine how you feel about him right now. But sometimes, even if you hate someone, you don't want to forget them. So, if you'd like, please take them.
Ismini's eyes stayed transfixed on the pins, but she held herself back. I couldn't possibly. No, that would be disrespectful. He shouldn't mean anything to me anymore. I just need to shove him down, like Dakota, or... Is that really what you wish to do? Part of me knew Ismini could find herself regretting not taking them if she didn't take them now, especially when she'd had time to think through how she really felt about this. I also knew Ismini isolating herself once again wasn't going to do favors for her or anyone else here. Dracul wouldn't want her to be alone. Perhaps that's why, even knowing how questionable some of her actions were. Then don't take it for him. Huh? We'll take one each, to remind us of what we've lost. Is this meant to make me feel better? It'll remind us not to do what he did. That way, anytime things here get tough, or we're not sure what to do, we can look at the pins and be reminded of our promise. What promise? Our promise not to give in to this game, not to kill anyone, not to leave the other person entirely alone. Ismini seemed to hesitate, but eventually reached out and eventually took the book pin from Takiko. You'd better not make a fool of me and break this promise, Kutsuki. Of course. I took the other pin from Takiko. Even if Dracul was deep in fantasy and the lies he told himself, maybe he was right. Maybe trusting someone was never a waste. CG, okay. And so, life went on. Of course, we'd never be able to forget what we'd lost. prison would always be quieter. There was always going to be a silent sense of longing for more time. But despite everything, we'd keep on living. It wasn't that we'd forget, or that it would all go back to normal. Life would always be different. Oh, baby! But in the different, we could find moments of joy. Moments that made time's relentless march much more bearable. Moments that just made us smile. Despite everything, it would always continue to move. Whoa. For everyone but you. You don't get that luxury. I was snapped back to reality by the buzz of a monitor in the corner of my room. I hadn't even remembered what I'd been doing. I hardly had time to question small droplets staining the pages in front of me, for my eyes were drawn to the monitor, its light stinging my raw eyes.
Hello, prisoners. I figured we could
Oh
have
boy,
an exciting
here we
end
go.
to such a heart-pounding day. Sorry for springing this on you, but what's life without a little surprise, Raise your sense of adventure.
What, more crimes?
So I'm happy to start our second episode
Yeah. Who wants to be a millionaire? Oh, or that.
Fair and Ultimate. We've had so much boy-on-boy action.
Whoa,
lately.
hey.
It's unfair. Especially since people into these games typically tend to give the men way more attention anyways.
Whoa, who said that? Who said that? We're being a little loud, Mononeko.
On 3 girls today. Let's all come together to celebrate some women's wrongs.
Okay.
Our 3 lovely ladies will be exposing today are Prisoner 02, Lyra Chateau,
Lyra,
Prisoner 04,
Takiko,
Uchiyama,
and who?
and Prisoner 12, Molly Yuzuki.
Is that Maiko? Is that her alias?
Wait,
Oh.
Michael around you, doesn't she? Oops, slip of the tongue.
Me when I lie.
But we'll unpack that later. Let's get started on seeing what exactly landed Prisoner 02, Lyra Chateau, where she is now.
Alright, Lyra. That can't be that bad, right? What'd she do? Drugs? Oh my god, it is drugs.
If she didn't make it obvious from the constant talk about popping Xanax and who knows what. Ever since she was very, very young, Lyra has always had a proclivity for substances, let's just say. Who cares what it is? Who cares how it's made? If it exists, Lyra wants to try it. But these things cost money, and so instead of taking up a shitty minimum wage job as a teenager, Lyra sourced her money elsewhere, primarily from selling, distributing, and dealing these substances.
She was a drug dealer,
upcharging
alright.
and patting them out however she could.
The verdict results are in the community post. We'll check those at the very end. Well, do I want to know? I mean, I'm curious. We'll check it, we'll check it at the end.
Of course, doing this sort of thing often leads you to get in hot water with some not-so-nice people.
But we'll wait till the end for that.
But whenever things got too dicey, Lyra would put on the puppy eyes and play up the poor homeless teenage girl trying her best who just got dealt a bad hand act to get whoever she could to take her in.
So she's a drug dealer, that's her crime?
Of course, she had no intentions of actually changing. If anything, she saw the poor sods stupid enough to take her in as potential customers. And if not that, people to take the fall if her past caught up to her or she got into hot water in whatever new place she landed herself in. Ditching them just as quickly as she joined them, abandoning them without a word to cover her debts or face the consequences of her pissing the wrong person off. Just to continue the same old cycle again and again with whoever would next take her in. This cycle only broke when she was offered her talent, a title she was only offered because Hopespeak wanted to shut up her criticisms of the Ultimate system.
Ooh, tea.
Her little radio debates spread the anti-Ultimate message no matter where she was. For a while, she was a great asset in the cause. But it's unsurprising given her history that all it took for Hope's Peak to shut her up was supplying any drug she wanted, free of charge. No matter what she says, she'll always jump the fence whenever the grass looks greener on the other side. Anyway, let's move on just as quickly as Lyra
I feel like
does,
I feel like
and
people
talk
would
about
forgive
what Prisoner
Lyra.
04, Takiko Uchiyama,
Again, if
said.
people forgave Mint, I feel like people will forgive Lyra.
You might be wondering, how could someone as sweet and young as her be a criminal? She's only 18. What could she have possibly done? You can practically already hear her fans running to defend her. Speaking of those fans,
Oh, hello.
Takiko is aware of how overprotective, rabid, and obsessed her fan base is.
Does she like send them after people?
She's similarly aware that if she even mentioned someone was rude to her or hurt her in any sort of way, even vaguely, her fandom will always rush to harass whoever that person is. So whenever some adult online annoyed Takiko, frustrated her, or even creeped her out, she took to sending out a little message on one of her socials about them, acting as cute and unaware as always. And lets her fan base do the rest, whether it be death threats, harassment, doxing. Takiko doesn't particularly care for the specifics. She just likes knowing she has
That's
the power
not-
to do it. She likes having that level of control.
That's not a crime, though. At least to my knowledge.
She must do. Why else would she continue to do it? Especially after how many times she's seen her fan base make someone private all their socials. Or, much worse, in one or two cases.
Yeah, but like, if she's framing it all innocently, just saying, hey, this person was mean to me online, that's not a crime.
But I suppose in her eyes, if someone was harassed to the point of suicide, then they probably deserved it.
Yeah, I figured that would be where it's going, but again, I'm not sure from a legal perspective what the crime is here.
If people had nothing to harass them over, her fan base wouldn't bring them to that point. They were probably just a creep or a weirdo who's better off gone. Well, we all tell ourselves what we want to hear to justify our actions.
Especially if she wasn't framing it like, hey guys, go tell this person to KYS. Like, that might be a crime. But if it's being done in the way Mono Neko is framing it, where she's just like, this person was mean to me online, saying that is by no means a crime. Even if she knew that that would lead to that outcome, it's not technically a crime.
Social sibling relationship with their fan base. Let's talk about a wannabe idol, Molly Yuzuki. Oh, Molly.
This one's gotta be bad.
Been so desperate to fit in. Never feeling quite American, never feeling quite Japanese, stuck between two worlds.
Ooh, Maiko's half American?
I say X because you haven't seen her in many years, have you? She cut you off a while ago. How about we see why, exactly?
Oh, were you like a creep?
Ever since you were a child, you've always adored Yui. She was everything you couldn't be. Driven, determined, and confident in herself. You wanted to be close to her in any way you can. You changed your name to Maiko to be Japanese, just like hers. You felt you could do anything, as long as she was with you.
Now, when I say I enjoy Toxic Yuri, I don't know if this is what I mean.
So, when you learned you'd gotten scouted, you didn't want to leave her behind. So knowing Yui was determined to push through the idol industry and establish herself as a successful idol on her own terms despite the barriers, you thought you could help her get an ultimate. Sabotaging all the competition, anytime there was a contender for Ultimate Idol, you would do anything to end their career. Online cancellation attempts, trying to get them blacklisted, stalking, blackmailing them, tampering with backstage production to cause career-ending injuries on stage. That spotlight that you made crush that idol, you got her hospitalized. She was only 16. Molly, you have ruined countless lives trying to get Yui a title. A title she eventually got by you trampling all over her dreams of doing it by herself. navigating the industry on her own terms. So, why were you so surprised after you'd revealed all the awful things you'd done to Yui that she was horrified?
But I did it because I love you.
You just couldn't accept, I never want to see you again, could you? That's why you still insist she's your best friend. It's why you cyberstalk her and follow everything she does online to an obsessive degree.
Yikes.
You are desperate for her to see you again, and aware your desperation is what caused you to be hated by her in the first place. And that concludes our second episode of course They Did It, and Ultimate.
I'll make predictions before we check on what everyone's verdict was. I think Lyra's gonna be innocent. I think Maiko's gonna be guilty. It's Takiko that I'm not sure of.
Hope you enjoyed, or were at least a little surprised. Don't forget to vote on whether you believe they are each corrupt or worthy of redemption. I can't wait to see how these three are judged. I'm sure they'll have some fascinating reactions to whatever verdict you give them.
Takiko, I'm really not sure.
I'll see you again soon.
I was wrong last time, mind you, so... The monitor clicked off and I was left stunned at what I just saw. Aside from Lyra, I considered the other two to be fairly good people. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. We were all criminals. But I didn't know we could be that bad. I'd already been shocked by Dracul today. It made me wonder if there was anyone good in this prison. I couldn't think about it for long, though, as when I stood up to try and check on them after their crimes were revealed, I felt the exhaustion of the day creeping up on me. I feel a lavender haze creeping up on me. I don't want to... Kenneth, thank you for the 5. Someone make fan art of Sayaka with all the fan-made Ultimate Idols. That would be cute. That'd be cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I didn't want to take a side. I didn't want to talk to them and seem like I was defending their actions. Dracul. I'm so bummed. I want to know what his thing was. What did he do? Did I ever really even know who he was? I mean, I didn't even know his real crime. It would be awful for all I knew. And if he was willing to lie about that, then what else did he... I just didn't want to think anymore. So, clutching the pin, I instead fell back on my bed and closed my eyes. And hoped I'd wake up in an easier reality. Guys, I know she made those guys kill themselves, but she's literally nice! Oh, hello.
God, this homework is killing me.
Hey, Akari.
What's the point in getting good grades if I'm just gonna end up working a shitty fast food job no matter what degree I get?
No, like, tell me about it. I want to drop out and become an influencer, but my stupid rich mom wants me to stay in school and get a good job.
I mean, with them getting rid of subsidized healthcare, it's probably a good idea if you don't want to, like, die.
Ooh, why can't I just marry a rich guy? Like, I know feminism and all, but it would make my life so much easier. Wait, I heard something. Did your brother just come home?
Yeah, probably. But he'll just go straight to his room, don't worry.
What? No way. I wanted to meet him.
Why? He's just a loser who writes books all day. Can't have the conversation to save life.
Be nice to your brother.
Hello? He's literally Shinku Kutsuki. He's the ultimate crime novelist. I love his books.
Oh, he's gonna be like loaded, right? Kari? How would you feel about me being your sister-in-law?
No way. Ew!
My best friend's brother.
Whatever, don't mind him. Let's just get on with this stupid homework.
Well, to be honest,
BFB.
I only really came over because I wanted to meet him.
Ooh, that's diabolical to say out loud. Girl.
Very funny.
We can't just not meet him now. I'm not going to be able to focus on the maps, knowing there's a celebrity upstairs.
Oh, let's get him to help with the homework. He'll be able to figure this stuff out for sure.
Totally. Ah, I'm so excited.
Which could mean nothing. And that's it. That's all we've got. All right. Let's take a quick look at the verdicts. Give me one moment to pull those up. Community tab, allegedly. Okay. I found him. The fourth verdict. Lyra Chattel. 50.2% corrupt. Lyra was corrupt? And it was close, too. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. I kind of thought Lyra would be a fan favorite. I guess I was wrong. That was really close. Wow. All right, interesting. Lyra Chattel, 50.2%. All right. The fifth verdict. Takiko Uchiyama. Oh, Plate, thank you. Congrats on finishing the chapter. There's currently both the verdicts for you to see and an extra video. Might be a fun watch to end the stream. Sure, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. All right. Takiko Uchiyama, 51% corrupt. Takiko was also voted corrupt. But again, barely. Very close. I wonder if that's gonna come into play. Like, how split the audience vote was. Because the other ones were, like, significantly more, if memory serves. Interesting. Takiko was also incredibly split. That one I thought would be close. That one I wasn't sure. I thought Lyra, though, would be more. And finally, we have Molly Yuzuki, who was voted 78.5% corrupt. Wow. That is, I think, the highest we've had. Yeah, Taka was voted 70% corrupt, so she blew that out of the water. All three got voted corrupt, which is surprising. All three. I wonder how that's gonna affect the plot. Does anybody know if the voting determines death order? Or if it just determines, like, intermediate events and character dynamics? Because I would be very interested to see if that was the case. Let's see. An Angel's Ascent, is that the video y'all were talking about that you wanted to end stream on? Angel's Ascent? Okay, we can watch that. Give me one sec. We'll pull that up. We don't know how much it affects the plot? Alright. Cool beans. Let me get this up here. Music video, that's fun. That. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. I feel like a lot of stuff will carry. I'm very interested, I will admit. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. The one time was Kind Burger. Good music video. I'm interested. I'm interested. Okay, I think we're good. Let's move over. Okay. Sorry, I kind of skipped to the middle to just make sure I had my thing lined up. Alright, close you. Make sure I have the volume all good. Okay. Here we go.
Growing up, I always loved stories where good prevails over evil. It was easy to understand. It was fair. I loved the female heroines who I'd see on TV and anime and movies. The kinds who were pretty, strong, skinny, bubbly, constantly surrounded by friends who embraced and loved them despite their flaws, and never gave up. But now, I'm a grown-up, ugly adult, and I realize the world really isn't like that, is it?
Unfortunately,
And
the world
yet,
is not like anime.
Your world seemed like it was. You were just like them. It always astonished me. I was in awe of you. In a way, I think I loved you.
Toxic Yuri.
I wanted to be like them. Like you. I wanted to stick up for my friends and protect them. Be someone anyone could rely on. Be someone who was easy to love. But I wasn't born like that. I was a failure from the very start. Wasn't I?
The only
really
magical
do
girl
think I was
anime I
just
really watched
born
was Sailor
wrong.
Moon,
I've always
but I
been
didn't get through the first season.
different. I could pretend I was something else all I liked when I was voice acting or role-playing. But in the end, I was just fulfilling roles that were given to me. Saying words that weren't my own. I was pretending. I was still just nothing. I was still just Molly. Molly sitting in her apartment watching anime made for children. Alone. I didn't get to be a heroine. I didn't get anything the shows I watched growing up promised me girls got. I guess I'd messed up along the line. Or maybe I just didn't deserve it. If there was nothing left for me, I thought at least I could help you fulfill your dream. If I couldn't be the heroine of my own story, I'd become the guardian angel who would protect your dream at all costs. I got so wrapped up in it, I think it became more my dream than yours. I messed everything up again, like usual. I held you so tightly that it wasn't an embrace. It became a cage.
This really is Toxic Yuri.
I was too much again. I always was. I was so preoccupied in my daydreams that they drowned out the reality in front of me. Even when it was telling me to my face how wrong this was. In the end, I wasn't helping you with anything. I was just being selfish. Again. Like I always was. Hey, I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, in my next life,
It's
I want
always
to be
in the
reborn as
next
the kind
life.
of person who doesn't annoy you. The type of person you like.
Parallels with
Someone
Dracul.
better. Someone who isn't meant to be alone. Someone the world is kinder to. Anyone who isn't me. And in that next life, I want to have tea and cake with you. I want to not waste our teenage years. I want to hang out and go places. I don't want to hide behind a screen and watch the years go by. I want to laugh, smile, and just be someone you want to like. Not just the only option you have. But that's just a silly pipe dream. I realize now the way things are. What the options are for someone like me. I don't want to keep going like this. I can't. Especially not after seeing what hiding away from reality drove Dracul into doing. So this is goodbye. I'm sorry for pretending to be your guardian angel. Please forgive me, Yui. I promise you, by doing this, my dreams will never hurt you again.
Oh!
And I'll never have to wake up from them.
Oh! Not now, Survivor. It's not the time. Oh! Is she actually... They wouldn't drop that in a music video. They wouldn't drop... They would... You gotta slow down a little bit. They just dropped that in a video? It's not even in the game? Huh? Hold on. Hold on. You gotta run that back a little bit. That's canon? Why? Like, not why in universe, but you dropped that in an MV? Oh. Okay. I feel like that should have been in the game. I feel like that should have been in the game. But okay. Wow, okay. I don't really know what to say. Rip, I guess? I kind of thought we'd get to unpack that. Apparently not. Uh-oh. Well, I guess self-betting doesn't get you a trial, but... Oh. I don't have a comment, honestly. Well, I feel like one of those decoms where it's like, well, that just happened. I don't even know how to feel. I feel like we didn't get quite enough to really have that hit, but I guess the verdicts do matter. Damn. Okay, let's move over to chatting. Who said Chekhov's noose? That's diabolical. Well, rip. Rest in peace, I guess. I don't really have any commentary. It just kind of happened. All right. We'll have to ruminate on that one. We'll deal with that, I guess, when chapter 2 comes out. When that comes out, I'll definitely stream it. But for now, I guess that's it for Antebellum. Just wanted voters to know your votes have a very big effect on prisoners. Clearly. Clearly so. I really didn't think they'd drop that in an MV, but I guess they did. Yeah, I'll see you in chapter 2. This was very fun. Had a very good time. I hope y'all had a good time watching it for sure. When chapter 2 comes out, don't you worry, I will be playing it. We'll just do another short little burst of streams like we did with these. I suspect it'll be probably 3 or 4 streams without a prologue to get through, but we'll see. But yeah. Let's see. What will the next fangame be? I don't know. I am going to be playing Nausea tomorrow. And then I was thinking of doing Shoot in Order, which is Kodaka's new game. But we'll see. I'm thinking maybe Shoot in Order and Nausea for a bit. But I am still looking into Fangins right now. I just haven't decided which one I'll do next. Your model's so cute. Thank you! Thank you. I really like her as well. Appreciate it. Feel like if Mint got corrupt, Dracul probably wouldn't target him since Mint was clearly affirmed in his crime thanks to the vote. Yeah, we'll see. Chapter 2 Daily's coming out before Chapter 2 Deadly, so we'll be waiting... that's a good question. Probably gonna wait until the entire chapter is out, I think. Just so we can do all of that in one go. But we'll see. I'm not completely settled on that. That's just where I'm leaning at the moment. I haven't seen anyone play Shoot in Order. I haven't seen a lot of coverage on Shoot in Order either, which is surprising since it's a Kodaka game. But I have not seen much coverage on it either, which is kind of why I want to cover it. I want to see what it's about. Going in very blind on that. Maybe do the free time events? I could. We'll see. Makes sense. Chapter 2 is going to be out soon, so Deadly will take several more months. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I just like getting answers. I don't want to be left in suspense of the whodunit for that long. I'd rather just probably knock it all out in one go. But we'll see. We'll see. That's not set in stone. Either way, I think that's going to be it from me. Once again, I would like to thank everyone very much for coming, who are our top 3 right now. Number 3, we have Non-Triangle. Number 2, we have Kenneth. And number 1, we have Saf. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Also really appreciate everyone being here. Y'all know how much I appreciate you. And until then, I'll be doing Nausea tomorrow, figuring out my stream schedule for next week. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their night and rest of their weekend. Thank you very much for coming. And once again, good job to everybody involved with Antebellum. Definitely having a good time with it. Can't wait to see Chapter 2. Y'all deserve all the attention and success and more. I'm very much having fun with it. I know how much work these are, and this is a good one. So, very much enjoying it. Keep doing what y'all are doing, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!